Hi, hello, everybody. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Hope everybody is doing well and feeling well. Sagman, Marcos, Rag, ooh, excuse me. Logan, Shadow, Sentinel, what's going on? I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're having a good Friday. I hope you're having a good, I guess technically last Friday was Good Friday. Flash, what's going on? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been, I mean, it's kind of weird because, like, today was just kind of okay. It was just kind of a mellow, like, not mellow, but it was just kind of a nothing day, right? I woke up, I went to work, nothing extraordinary happened today. But considering how crappy my whole week has been, this is kind of what I needed. You know what I mean? Like, I think I needed a status quo kind of day. Today was full of feeling depressed, and that's it. Yeah, that's kind of what this week was. I just had a lot mentally going on. Like I have a lot going on, and then I had mentally, I was just drained, and I just couldn't take it. But, it's like better. Like I said, today was kind of an average day, right? For our lives, for the most part, we have like good days, we have bad days. And then I would argue that most days are just kind of, we're just kind of doing our thing, right? It's we wake up, we go to work, we go to school, we take care of our responsibilities, we play some games, we engage in our hobbies, and then we go to sleep and we wake up the next day. Like those days, they don't feel extraordinary, but I mean, they're stable, right? That's a good thing. 30-70 what? That's our split for how much we're gonna talk versus how much we're gonna play. I'm trying to at least we're gonna linger somewhere around 50-50. It's sort of a running gag right now. I'm guessing it's the percentage of people who prefer pineapple on pizza. Very demotivated. Nothing else happening in my head. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, you have no energy to do anything. Flash, you feel like you spent all your mental energy worrying about other things or thinking about other things, and then you just kind of have no energy to do anything else. I'm on an unexpected 1 week vacation. Very, very good. Maybe you stick around tomorrow morning and you play some. We're probably gonna do Smash Bros. Maybe you do some Smash Bros with us. Unless we have enough people, maybe we hell dive tomorrow. I've been in a hell divers mood lately. Got to do all that and spread democracy at the same time. I know. I you know what I mean? If I don't, who will? Even my hobbies feel way less fun, and drawing, getting to do anything creative work is becoming a problem. It's I can't really solve your problem, so I hope that I hope that anything that I say you take with a grain of salt, because I'm certainly not a therapist. But I would just say, take some time to allow yourself to feel like crap. I know that that's not something that people are commonly told. I'm telling people, I like to tell people, take some time to feel like crap. Let it in. Let the fact that you're bummed out, let the weight of whatever's happening, think about it for a little while. But when you're done, you allow it to sort of wash over you. Don't let it consume you. That's the thing you have to worry about. You have to worry about feeling bad consuming you. Don't let it consume you, but let it happen. Allow yourself, because a lot of people will say don't feel bad, and I'm not gonna say don't feel bad. That's ridiculous. Who chooses to feel bad? But just don't let it run your life. Don't let it make your decisions for you. I think that's probably the most important thing when it comes to like feeling depressed and just feeling stressed out. Don't let it make your decisions. You know what I mean? Don't do anything. Don't engage in a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I have 3 more easy tests, 2 in electricity, 1 in history. Wait, 2 in electricity and 1 in history. Spent last night downloading a bunch of game soundtracks on my computer and later my phone when I feel like that hassle. Yeah, let it in and then excrete it. No, I know. Yeah, Flash, I don't have much of a choice anymore. I always think of my favorite line from Jack Sparrow. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Obviously, there's a lot of very, very bad things going on, which you are very, very aware of. But the what we can do about it, even if we can't do something about it, we can do something about how we engage in it. If you want to use it as an outlet for your creativity and use it as inspiration for your creativity, if you want to not think about it for a while, you can straight up tell people, like, I don't want to think about it for a while. Denying you're covered in mud isn't going to get the mud off. Get annoying at it. What is it? Get annoyed at it. Then after venting, go take a shower. It's not a bad metaphor. I like the saying, some days the day is fecked. No matter how much you do, you have to accept it is fecked. Forget today and focus on a brighter tomorrow. What's shaking? Us, apparently. I didn't feel it, by the way. We had, apparently, hey, Flip, and hi, Trios, and hi, everybody, if I not said hello to you. Lilac, what's going on? Apparently we had an earthquake. I didn't know. I had, around the time that we had the earthquake, or we would have had the earthquake, I had a couple of trains go by because I was still at work. And I don't know if that masked it or not. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention to it, but apparently it was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake, which is not, like if you're living in California, if you're in Southern California, a 4.8 earthquake is probably nothing. They probably just sort of shuffle right through it, right? They're probably like, and then that's it. But here, where we don't really get that, and our infrastructure is not built for that, our buildings are not built for that, like, it's a significant thing. But so far, I'm not hearing anything about damage. I'm not hearing people, I haven't seen anything about, like, buildings collapsing, or I haven't heard anything about people getting hurt. I think for the most part right now, it's just sort of people are just kind of saying it, like, oh, but can you believe what happened? Greg got tilted at hell divers and started hitting the ground. No, Somber, I apologize. I dropped my weights when I was at the gym. That's what it was. Hey, Helper Unknown. Yeah, Helper Unknown. I don't typically, we try not to get really too deep, but, sometimes it happens. I think that our ratio for that is pretty realistic. For the most part, it's a fun time here. But every once in a while, you want to talk about something that is a little serious, which is kind of like our life. Yeah, I don't know how the Northeast U.S. got an earthquake. And I think it's happened before, too. I think it happened some years back. I was moving about and I had a truck pass by, so I assumed it was nothing. I had a couple people say that they thought it was their heater or their air conditioner going on. They thought it was their, you know what I mean? Their climate control stuff. And they were just like, yeah, it's just that kicking on. And then they find out, like, no, it was an earthquake. The ratio of deep topics is 30-70. No, I'd say it's like 397, to be honest with you. The fault line in New York and Pennsylvania wasn't near Ontario, Canada? Or is it near? Is it near Ontario, Canada? That doesn't seem scientifically possible. West Coasters are used to earthquakes, yeah. If you're not used to earthquakes, a 4 point something is scary. Yeah, I mean, it's and it's kind of like when we had, I think it was last year. I mean, this is just like a sign that the world is in chaos. Last year, I'm pretty sure it was last year, there were Canadian wildfires. There were these gigantic wildfires that were going on in Canada that were so big because of the way the wind was blowing. We had smoke down here. We had like legit hazy smoke conditions. And everybody had to wear masks and stuff, and people were, oh yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. But, people from areas where that's commonplace, they understand the danger. It was so strange. So we've had an earthquake. We had smoke from wildfires. We had 4 days of rain. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I knew that California, Alaska, and Nevada were quake prone, but not the East Coast. We're not typically quake prone. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's all the fracking that they're doing, right? I don't know. Except for all the meteor strike. Yeah, I mean, of course the conspiracy theories were gonna start, right? That was the 1,000-year door opening, and that was the demon escaping. So that was what the quake was. Like, there's a lot of that. Yeah, the planet's crying out in pain. I mean, Hero, it's not entirely wrong, right? Hawaii had massive wildfires. Yeah, I remember that smoke. Yeah, Rye had it rough. So it's like the protags are fighting to keep the monster of the day from breaking up the whole city, and you're just at home, and you just notice it. Yeah, Flash. I always think of that. I always think of in movies and stuff where you watch these things, and then something happens, and then there's a giant explosion and all, and then I think if you're a couple hundred miles away, you have no idea what happened. You're living your life. There was some shaking, and then you went on with your day, and you have no idea. Like look at something like Avengers, and they highlight that, but that's sort of the point of it. But look at something like Avengers. We know what was happening, right? We know that Thanos was after the Infinity Stones, and then he got them all, and he snaps his fingers, and then half of all life disappeared. Like we knew all of that, but for everybody else, you're sitting at work, and you're on the toilet, and then, oh my God, what's happening to my hand? And then you're gone. Or you come home and you have no idea what's going on. Like, it's insane. So this is that moment. This is some dramatic thing happened in New York, right? Where half the movies take place, and there was a catastrophe, but all we know was, oh my God, there was some weird shaking earlier today. That's so unusual. Yeah, I'm scared of how hot the summer will be. Muto woke up again. Godzilla en route. I think Hero, was that you that said I got woken up by the earthquake and there was no Godzilla and now I'm pissed? The East Coast is on or near fault line. It's just not nearly as active as the West Coast, which is bigger, I believe. What the frack, said Starbuck after an earthquake. Yeah, Starbuck was right all along. Yeah, that was you. Yeah, just like an average civilian in the Marvel universe. Like, you're just walking around and then all of a sudden these things happen. You come outside and there's an alien invasion and Hulk's throwing a car at an alien spaceship, and then you turn around and realize, that was my car. It's so weird that I mean, I guess the good news is that we weren't there to know what catastrophe happened. I feel like our lives would be safer that way. Oh, my car. Oh, man. But yeah, it was fine. I came home and there was nothing, nothing was crazy. I was expecting to see like one thing knocked over, and so far I haven't seen anything knocked over. Yeah, you wake up in the morning. Yeah, the city is doomed, Spider-Man. And you're like, I'm going back to bed. I'm going back to bed. Just double check. PayPal something. What's this? You got? Yeah. I got it. Thank you. And I got the game too. I have to finish downloading the fourth one because I had to change. I have to get a new memory card. I really have to get a new memory card. I think I have 256. And it might be 128 to be honest with you. And it's just perpetually full. I didn't even feel it, Ronan. I didn't even feel it. I had 2 trains go by around the time that they said it was going to happen, and I think I just thought it was the trains. Of all the cars Hulk had to throw, why my? Yeah. Right, Hulk jumps up, smashes the big flying worm thing in the first Avengers movie, and then the thing lands, and I'm like, oh God, my car's over there. Who has it worse, Marvel's New York Metropolis or Gotham City citizens? Marvel's New York. I feel like Marvel's New York because you have a lot more extremely powerful people, right? If you look at something like the Avengers, for instance, you've got the Hulk, you've got Spider-Man. Spider-Man is probably not as strong as a lot of the other ones, but Thor shows up from time to time. Like, I feel like they've got it pretty bad. Metropolis, like, you get some powered beings, but I feel like Superman's got it pretty much locked down. I feel like nobody wants to mess with Metropolis because they know who's there. Gotham is bad because the city just, I feel like Gotham is just poor. Every time I see anything about Gotham, the wealthy elite live in their areas, and then everybody else lives in some sort of dark humid poverty. like like, and I get that that's because we're following Batman, but I feel like half of Gotham is in poverty. So, but they're not. But because of that, I don't feel like the threat of gigantic earth-swallowing monsters is particularly strong in Gotham. You know. Our problem here is the wind rather than quakes. I mean, our problem is just the cascade of storms. That's the thing, is we get a lot of the where I am. We get a lot of different weather, so we could like as far as that goes. The thing about our area is that first of all, the weather can change on the drop on a dime. But we can get 4-foot snowstorms, or we can get 10 days straight of 100-degree weather. Like we're in a weird zone where we tend to be pretty even, but at the same time we could also be hit with every extreme. I mean, now we got earthquakes. I've had hurricanes here. We've had tornadoes, but not particularly in any area that I've been in, but I have been in like the hurricanes. Now we got earthquakes. We've been in severe heat waves. We've been in severe rainstorms, like heavy rain for long periods of time. We've been in droughts. There's a little bit of everything here, and every bit of it can potentially get extreme. You know, if you live in the South, if you live in Florida, sure, you've got significant weather issues. You've obviously got, the hurricanes and everything, but you're not going to have snowstorms. You're not going to get hit with 4 feet of snow and cripple the city in Florida. Here, you could. And it's ridiculous. It's rare, thankfully. See how Invincible to Spider. No, I haven't seen anything for season 2 of Invincible. I haven't seen anything for it. I'm not even gonna read it because I don't want to. Eventually, I'm gonna watch it. Gotham, because the city is made by people who designed the Sonic levels. What villains would even try to ever do any sort of crime in New York in the Marvelverse? A small time. I feel like small time people think they can get away with it because for the most part they can. Depending on what time of day it is. Like Gotham, I feel like you could get away with crime in Gotham if you just do it in the daytime. Batman's not going to show up at 1 in the afternoon. So I feel like if you mug somebody in the middle of the day in Gotham, you're probably okay. Metropolis getting Darkseid and Brainiac every other week. The most Gotham and New York get is the Goblin and Joker. The chances your car will be thrown are statistically low, but never zero. Don't park outside your house's garage for more than 2 hours. Yeah, exactly, Helper. Gotham's just corrupt and poor as hell. But in Gotham, you leave for work and someone's car explodes. What's this? Your description of Gotham could also be used for the UK. Okay. Hey, CJ. Gotham's fear is that if crime stops, housing prices will go up. So they allow crime to make it livable. Yeah, but do you want to live there? Strong winds, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, rapidly changing weather. You lot aren't in the USA anymore. You've been transported to Iceland. Yeah, Trios. If a volcano randomly springs up, I'm moving. I'm leaving. I'm selling everything and moving to Iceland because why not? I might as well be there. At least you get Aurora Borealis. I feel like Gotham would be worse. Like, yeah, alien threats and superpower beings, but you could possibly be taken out by the Joker just by looking at him funny. I'm from the South, so yeah, we have hurricanes. Yeah, you have like hurricanes and 100-degree weather, which is terrible. But you don't have snowstorms. We have hurricanes and 100-degree weather and frigid temperatures and snowstorms and now earthquakes. And also, yeah, true, there's also snowstorms. Joker's at least environmentally friendly. He bought an electric car. They've had crippling snow in Texas now. Have they had crippling snow in Texas? I know they had crippling frigid temperatures. I know that the cold was what was really screwing up Texas. There's some Australian watching this and going, oh, these kids. I know. Other places would probably look at us and think, what a bunch of babies. Who's to say we won't get Florida snow? I mean, isn't Florida snow just meth falling out of the sky? All right, that's too far. I think that's too far. Batman's shown up in a day a few times. In fact, the Adam West one, yeah, you're right. The Adam West Batman was primarily a daytime villain. But Adam West Batman also danced. So, Batman doesn't dance anymore. He should, the Bat Y2C, is that what it was called? Didn't snow basically closed Texas a few years ago. And that's the thing. I don't think it was snow. I think it was frigid temperatures that destroyed the power grid. And it was catastrophic. People died too, and I'm not trying to make light of it. But people died. People froze. They died of cold exposure. Could you imagine living in Texas and that happens? In Florida, if a volcano springs up out of nowhere, you're not in Iceland or Hawaii. You're in World 8 of Super Mario Bros. There was a movie. Years ago. Volcano. I think it was called Volcano. And that was the premise of the movie. It was during the disaster movie era. And the premise of the movie was that there was one of those, I don't think it was it was like a magma pocket or something in LA. And it was going to spring up. And basically a small volcano formed in the middle of a city. And then at the end of the movie, because it was on Wilshire Boulevard, and at the end of the movie, they called it Mount Wilshire. Google search the last recorded snow in Florida was 1977, yeah. And it probably wasn't much. My BFF is Israeli and turned Australian. Every year it tells me about the wacky weather there. I imagine. I think that the weather in Australia is probably just... where I hear has a lot of fluctuating weather to an extent? Puerto Rico, the island home of my parents. That it rains a lot there. It's very humid. It's always wet because of it. I've been there when I was a kid. The only time I was there when I was a kid, and the bugs and it's like Florida because the weather is the way it is there all the time. The bugs and the lizards and stuff are gigantic. They're so big down there. Oh, the issue wasn't exactly attempts in Texas. The issue was they rolled back so many safety rules and processes that when the cold happened, none of the systems did what they were supposed to do and hard crashed because they never had to think about it. They probably never. This is why I say, a 4.8 magnitude earthquake in California is probably not much. I'm not saying it's nothing, but it's probably not significant because their infrastructure is designed for it. And ours isn't. Our buildings are not built that way, or just mentally, people aren't prepared. If a 3.0 earthquake hit Philadelphia right now, even if nothing broke, everybody would be agitated. Nobody would know how to handle it. Remember how Americans made fun of Brits for struggling in hot weather? Yeah, sort of. How the turntables. People talking about the earthquake. Meanwhile, places like Japan where 4.0 earthquake is a 4.8 earthquake is a Saturday morning rumble. Yeah, exactly. Like California. They're like, 4.8, I don't get out of bed for anything over a 5. But here, we're not built for that. Literally, the structure of the buildings is not built for that. Do you speak fluent Spanish or is it just English? Just English. We never spoke it in my house, Spanish, and I never really had any urge to learn it. I've been insulted plenty of times by Spanish speakers for not speaking Spanish, and to be honest, that actually does not motivate me to want to learn. Oh, yeah, no, they did. In fact, they had steps in place for the kind of cold snap, but the state government passed a rule specifically separating their power from the country's power grid. Oh, that's right. That's right. You're absolutely right about that. So they could ignore those steps and make more unregulated money. Is Johnny Californian? I saw he said he's... No, John is a content creator and has terrible hours. But if you don't speak Spanish, how do you know there were insults? Well, first of all, they were in English. Second off, I know enough Spanish to know when I'm being insulted. More importantly, though, people would hear. I've literally heard this a couple of times in my life that I tell them I don't speak Spanish and they tell me that I'm not really Hispanic, and it's like, okay, I don't know what you want me to say to that. Do you want me to punch you? I don't know what you. I don't know what you want me to say to that. We're sitting down and starting your Icelandic classes. Oh my God, that would be awesome. I wish, Trios. I wish that I had I mean, if I had the dedication to learn a language, I would probably speak Spanish already. I would definitely speak Japanese already because my hobbies are leaning towards that as a language. And I would probably speak Icelandic just because I find it fascinating. They tried to sell the issue. We aren't used to this happening and try to shift the blame. Yeah, we're used to it happening. That's why we told you what safety measures to take. I'm Irish, but I don't speak Gaelic. How do you know they were cussing you if you don't speak the language? Trust me, you learn what the curse words. You live in it. I may not speak Spanish, but I grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood. I know when someone is cursing. And that you say to say thank you. I'm free and then run away. I need your bitch. Yeah, Flash, and I've had situations where I almost said that to people where it's like, if it means that I'm part of a group that you're in, I don't want to be there. But I let it go. I know some people take, you got to be careful. Some people, they take something extra personally, and then it literally turns into a fist fight. Icelandic lessons stream when? I mean, we've done it before. We had words that I was supposed to read, but I watched like Icelandic language videos and tried to understand the alphabet just to sort of understand pronunciation, because I feel like that's the thing. I feel like any language, it's just about understanding the alphabet and the punctuation and then the sentence structure. But even the sentence structure, I feel like you could get away with, if you're looking for a store, let's say you don't speak English and you're looking for a store and you walk up to somebody on the street and you learn the words where and store. I feel like you would just say those words and people would know what you were saying. Store, where? Like if you said it as a question, store, no English, store, where? People would know. All right, you're looking for the store. And so I feel like then it's just a matter of learning the words. And then I feel like learning how to put them together is just kind of natural. A lot of people say that, what's it called when you learn a language just by being around it? Learning, it's like language through osmosis or something. It's you become like if you were dropped off in the middle of a country where you don't speak the language, there's this theory that after a couple of months you'll speak fluently because you'll hear it and it'll be the thing that you hear all the time. So your brain will like adjust to it, and through context clues you'll start to learn it. Contextual learning. Yeah, you start to hear the same things over and over again. You start to hear the inflection that people use, and you just sort of learn it. But I mean, that's extreme. That's an extreme way to learn something. But if I'm ever jealous of anybody, it's those people that what do they call polyglots? The ones that their brain is just wired to learn language, and like they learn languages for fun. The idea of, hey, there's this rare language that 0.1% of the population of Earth speak. I'm going to learn it. That's amazing to me. The fact that you can do that is amazing to me. I speak 4 languages, but none of them are from where my family's from. I mean, I speak English, right? I speak American. I speak Canadian, and I speak a little Australian. I think I'm pretty good. I've been known to speak a little Irish. Whatever be excess use of letters French has can't be as bad as Polish. You know what the language I really hear is bad to learn? Portuguese. Why is Portuguese so difficult? I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people say speaking Portuguese is extremely difficult. I speak cat. Hold on. The fan theory is not actually true. It does happen, but it's at such an inconsistent rate that it's overblown. I guess maybe Dragon, maybe you have to be receptive to it. You know what I mean? If you get dropped in the middle of a country where you don't know the language and you don't talk to anybody, you're probably not going to learn it. Polyglots get bored and learns to speak in Minecraft. I mean, there's people out there that learn to speak Klingon. You know, I didn't hear any a or mate. You gotta hear. You gotta get. I gotta throw out an oi every once in a while. That's why I said I only speak a little Australian. I was knowledgeable with 3 languages as a kid, but two of them are pretty rusty now. Contextual learning is a very powerful thing. My Japanese learning was greatest during my exchange program, since besides being forced to use it all the time. I was always surrounded by it and learned so much from being immersed. Like, you still had lessons, but I know when I was in high school, we've talked before about language and how in American schools, language is kind of treated as kind of a joke class. It was the second, like, if you advance to the second level of whatever language, if you advance to like the AP level of whatever language it is, there were days where they wouldn't speak English. They walked in and they would only speak in the language. You were only allowed to answer in the language. They would not acknowledge anything that you asked in English. But that's extreme. That's a lot. Isn't Portuguese Spanish? It's Portuguese Spanish. I don't know. I just heard people say that's a lot. Oi is not Australian. It's a no. Oi is Australian. That's Cockney. No, oi is Australian because you know when I learned oi is Australian, but Australian's kind of because Cockney. When you say Cockney, Cockney. When you say Cockney, you're talking about like UK, right? You're talking about that area. If you say croc, I learned that it was Olympics. It was during the Olympics. It was a long while ago. I want to say it was like 3 or 4 Olympics ago. There was a really famous Australian competitor, and they would cheer. That was the first time I learned to cheer. Yeah, I learned it off Crocodile Day. No. I don't think Paul Hogan taught me anything. If I learned from anywhere, a lot like it was Steve Irwin. But no. But the chant that they would do when it was the Australians, when it was like the Australian guy, they would go, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And that's what they would do. And that was when I first realized that, oh, okay, that's like an Australian thing too. Because I did know it as a UK thing, but that was when I learned it as that. That's the catch with contextual learning. It can help in specific situations and people, but if it's your soul, which is often to give an example in the theory way to learn, you end up not really learning, just getting around it. When I was young, I was decently fluent in Hebrew and Spanish for my age. Over the years, Club Penguin converted me to the global English cult, and I don't have space for Spanish anymore because Hebrew and English fight for space in my memory. I really enjoyed my Spanish class due to the point where I took 6 years of it during middle school and high school, but sadly I did not keep up with it. And the problem, Gold, we didn't have language in grade school. I didn't have language in grade school. Language here, typically, especially in public schools, is a high school thing. So you don't learn a second language. You don't begin learning a second language until you're kind of out of that learning phase. You know, when you get to high school and you start your teen years, you're kind of at that point where let's be honest here. When you hit your teen years, you start to think you know it all. So, oi, mate is a very English way to say mate. Well, Aussies, if you want to gauge, wait, what? Okay. Portuguese and Spanish are both just Latin with some influences from Arabic. If you learn one language, you can understand the other one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I've heard people say that Portuguese was extremely difficult. I was lucky enough to skip the advanced Spanish classes in my school. I received all my foreign language credits by sophomore year, and my senior year was mostly electives. Everyone else I knew waited until the last possible year to take Spanish. It was the only foreign language class available to. I knew, Marcos, for you to understand when I say that language was treated like a joke in a lot of high schools and in my high school specifically, my Spanish classes had Spanish speakers. and they got C's and D's. People just never took it seriously. That was the problem. And it's a shame, too, because one of my Spanish teachers was my favorite teacher of all time. You did a stream to stall. You have to go. Wait. You have to go and weed eat the backyard. I mean, don't you smoke that? Yeah, but my brother was like, "We're so grateful when we'll do it for you next time." When I was finally like, "Hey, would the kids want to? Would the kids want to for $20? Only 20. Oh, you can kiss my ass with that one. I had language in my schools, but I wanted to learn how to cook. I mean, you just watch Breaking Bad for that. And the only thing you really need to know in another language is where's the bath. No, I need to know where the bathroom is. I'm very much I like to know how to greet people. That's my thing. Is if you tell me every way to greet people and to say goodbye to people, and not just hello. Like I want to know hello. I want to know good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's nice to have you here. Like welcome to my home. Like have a nice day. Have a good evening. Like I like all of that stuff. I like the pleasantries. I feel like I can fill everything in the middle. I can wing the rest of it, but I like the pleasantries. Growing up in school, we only had French. Thank God the teacher went, "You're gonna fail this and just spend the hour doing another class." It's from an Australian movie. Oh, Animal Kingdom. Ben Mendelsohn talking to his roommate, trying to find out if he. Oh, okay, all right. I'm like, what is that you're saying? One of the Spanish teachers in my school shared my last name, to which I got many comments of people telling me that my mom is hot. She was not my mom. She was hot though. Weeding is what I associate. Yeah. When you weed the lawn, I played enough Animal Crossing. I know how it works. Okay. All right. There it is. Animal Kingdom. All right. I got that clip loaded up, so I'll just leave that there. All right. So I didn't really have any news. I don't think that there was anything super interesting to talk about other than the earthquake. Oh, I did. I picked it up, by the way. Hold on. I picked it up. Yeah. I don't even. You know what's crazy? I don't even know if you can play this. Somebody was saying that you need to be connected online all the time. I know that it says it has couch co-op, so that's a good thing. And it has codes for other versions of the game, but it flat out says that those codes are in. They expire in 2018. Yeah, I don't think I can play it, right? Can you not play this? You got 3 different games? No, I might have gotten 0 games. Yeah, it's a semi-expensive. You know what? You know what's funny though? It was $15. The store had it for $15, and I was like, okay, even if I can't play it, it's funny just to have. I did it for democracy. But I looked online to see like how much it's going for, because obviously if it's $5, I'm not going to pay $15 for it. Copies of this are selling for like $60. I don't know why, but they are. Apparently, I can't play it, but copies were selling for $60. So I'm like, all right, I'll hang on to it then. I tried to play the first one not too long ago. You can't play it. I'll have to give it a shot. I don't know. I'll load it up and see what happens. Fun fact of the show, not crazy. String trimmers? Or is it called weed eaters? Because it's the name of the first brand. Oh, okay. We call them Dragon. We call them weed whackers. You're talking about the thing that you hold, and it's got the long neck, and then it's got the spinny thing with the cord that swings out. Yeah, we call them weed whackers. Have you seen the game Doronko Wanko? Stop snorking. Didn't you show me that? I could have sworn you showed me that. I got Game Garage Builder for $5 along with the Switch case and Tears of the Kingdom hardcover strategy guide for free. Very, very nice. How's that? Let me know how that Game Garage thing is. I remember people were talking it up, but it died pretty fast. When it comes to language learning, a lot of people underestimate what an undertaking it is, and when they realize it, they stop trying. Now, you're never ever too old to learn a language, but there are three main facts that one have to accept. It will take time, not as in weeks or months, but often years of consistent effort. You will never sound native. You can get damn close to sounding native, but you will never truly sound native. One need to what's this? One need to you need constant usage to maintain it. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, we call it the thingy. String trimmers. Yeah, I've never heard that. I've never heard it called string trimmers. So how about the new Gwimbly game? Wait. Oh, it's a small free-to-play game of pure chaos. Okay, yeah. This is okay. I knew you showed me this before. Yeah, it's the with the little dog that gets the room messy. I did see that. I called weed whackers golf clubs as a kid. My mom got pissed at me for it. I'm just bummed out that I missed that game. That what is it? Content warning. I was kind of bummed out that I missed that one. Maybe it'll go free again at some point. All right. So yeah, like I said, I didn't really have any topics. It's funny because I was thinking about loading this game up and seeing if it works, but apparently it doesn't. So I'll try that on my own time. I do want to get. It's live, right? By the way, the Princess Peach Showtime theme in Tetris 99. I want to play Tetris and I want to get that theme. Yeah, that's all the game is. Just running around spreading as much dirt as you can. Apparently, by result, according to a report I found, top result is Weed Whacker, then Weed Eater, extremely close behind, with String Trimmer, String Trimmer, far below. Steam games don't go free that often. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, content warning for SGB. I mean, that would have been great. Yeah, string trimmers. Okay, so it is live for Princess Peach Showtime. So I can load that up. Would you hurry up and load up? You know what I think is the most inconsistent thing when it comes to the Nintendo Switch? Turning it on from a controller. Why is it when I hit the home button on a controller, sometimes it works and sometimes I have to hold the button down? It's so inconsistent to get working. I push the PS button on my PlayStation controller and my system starts right up every single time. Yeah, it's very hit or miss. It's actually not working right now. What is happening? Why isn't it loading up? Hello? It's not even working. It's the HDMI signal. I don't know. I'm trying to. You never turn it. Oh, I do it all the time. Look, you can see the little light. I hold the home button down, it doesn't work. I hit the home button, it doesn't work. Look, home button, A button. Let me try. It just doesn't work. My system. Hold on, it might not be that. What's wrong with my system? Hello? Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh my god, please don't. I was playing it today. Charge it. It was on the dock. It's been charging all day. Okay. All right. It booted up. I don't know why it turned off. Time to use zoo. All right. Oh my god, it's alive. Look, and then I hit the home button and nothing works. Hold on, did it work? Hold on. Okay, there we're working. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, we're in. Oh my God. Whew. Why did it do that? Yeah, I don't know why it like fully powered down. Yeah, touch and go there for a second. Ronan, I was touching and it wouldn't go. That was the problem. All right, so hold on. While we do this, while I get this going, since we were talking about it did it for suspense. Since we were talking about language, does anybody here speak Japanese? I'm thinking about I want to get back into learning Japanese. But I don't want to use Duolingo because apparently Duolingo sucks, which I stopped using Duolingo because I knew that it sucked, but now the company, I don't know what the company's up to, but it's apparently suckier. Duolingo kind of sucked at it. How easy is it? I mean, it's not easy, but how easy is it to use the Genki books? They are like the Genki 1 and 2, the textbooks that you use, and then I know there are workbooks that go with it. How easy are they? Or I guess I shouldn't say easy. How, if I was teaching myself, what do you think my success rate would be? Like, what do you think is the success rate of the Genki books? Okay, here we go. I went to it's updating Tetris for the theme, and it said 15 hours. That bird is coming for you. Uber EP from Orking. What's this? Orking a soaring break camp. Oh, what in the world? CT, are you okay? The owl will hunt your family. So probably a good choice. I mean, I liked it. I thought Duolingo was fine in the beginning. It's just Duolingo it doesn't really structure the lessons the way it should. Yeah, it's a 15-hour Tetris update. On a scale of 1 to 1,000, how good are the books? I mean, everything I've seen about I think the system. Oh, okay, hold on. This is the problem here. Can you see it? The system is having an update, and I think that's why it auto shut off. It has to download. Oh, Kia, you get it? You get it, Kia? It's Tetris, so it has to download them. A lot of Peach transformation into the update. If anyone uses Babbel app, I've heard of that before. Is it any good or just another mid sponsor? I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, you get it. Download taking up a lot. Oh yeah, how many blocks of data do I have? Oh, you know what this was? Wait, the last thing I did was I downloaded Valkyria Chronicles 4. Why did that screw everything up? Genki, like Professor Genki from Saints Row. Let me get my. Oh, see, Trios has the Genki books. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, I think I want to get them. I wonder if there's an app. I you know what's funny? When it comes to books, I do better with a hard book. I do better with something physical with me. But I feel like an app would actually be really good for me. Genki Japanese Genki books app. Oh, there is an app. There's an app in the Google Play Store. Interesting. I remember companies try to do everything in memory blocks. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You got your regular memory card and your 8 meg. Remember your 8 meg memory cards for your PS2? I know nothing about Saints Row, so I'm going to say yes. Yeah, I Japanese is the land. The funny thing is, like, I never really had an urge to learn Spanish. My family spoke in English. what little family I had that only spoke in Spanish, I literally have met maybe twice. And then after several run-ins with people that criticized me for not speaking Spanish, it really was not a motivator to learn it. The other thing is that I don't particularly enjoy Spanish spoken media. Like, I don't find the shows. My mom used to watch the soap operas, and she would watch some comedies and stuff, and I don't particularly find it interesting, so I don't necessarily watch it. That's true with a lot of languages. Japanese, like the thing that I think about with Japanese, with learning Japanese, I mean, sure, if I go to Japan, I can speak it, but there's no Japanese area in my, you know what I mean? Like, there's no Japantown like there's a Chinatown. So I don't have anywhere that I would use it. All I ever think of is, man, think about all of the video games that never got translations that I'd now be able to play. Think about all the anime I could watch without having to wait for a translation. Think about all the drama that I could avoid from localization. That's a whole bomb that I can avoid. Genki, a very solid bet, but there are a few nuances that would require some teacher input. But I'd say out of Japanese language learning books, they'd be the one to go with. The trios. Whenever I researched it, the books were the ones that always came up. And then people always said that one of the best supplements you can do, there are apparently like not Omegle, right? Because I don't want to see someone's junk, but there are like language coordinating sort of websites, so you can be put in touch with people who are either native speakers or they're trying to learn something else, so that you can communicate in Japanese or in other languages. It's for other languages, but then you can have Japanese conversations with them, and then you in turn can have English conversations with other people, and you just converse, but you also do it in a way where you understand they're trying to learn my language. So, speak a little slower, try and inform them of what they're getting right, what they're getting wrong. Like, that's super interesting. I don't really care for soap operas. I don't think Jimmy Carr likes them either. We have Little Tokyo in LA. See, we don't have anything like that. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. Not that I'm aware of. I feel like based on media interest, if it weren't for my prior Spanish knowledge, I'd be more likely to learn Italian. Yeah, like, I find that's usually a good opening for if you want to learn another language. What is the media that you like? And then, because that's going to be a good opening for you, and it's going to be a good motivation. Greg just wants to learn Japanese to play Tactics in original format. That would be incredible, to be able to play something like Final Fantasy Tactics in the original format. That would be so incredible. If I learn Japanese, I could just read the raw for all of the manga that are untranslated for you. See, like, isn't that cool? It sounds like such a weird motivation, but it's a cool motivation. That's how I learned Japanese. I did a night class, but the bigger help was meeting people from Japan online and talking to them. People flash on Omegle, learn something. They used to, Kia. I think they banned that. I think if you get accused of that now, if somebody like reports you, you get like insta banned. But that used to be a thing. That when Omegle started, that was a thing that people would try and use it for. And eventually they cracked down hard on that, and they said, yeah, if you do that, you can be reported and you will get insta banned. I think a lot of people stopped using Omegle after that one. All you need to know is Professor Genki is a mascot character who runs an in-universe game show called Murder Time Fun Time. I kind of brute forced my way into learning English because we used to not have dubbed cartoons over here, so I became fluent by the age of 4. I don't need to know Japanese to know Ohio is Japan's favorite state. There's no way that's true. If we all learned Japanese, Mother 3 would not need to be translated. You want to hear a joke, by the way? Is the joke 3070? Because we're getting ready to get started in a game. Oh, Elon said he'd be getting rid of the oh yeah. All the adult bots, supposedly, they're gonna get rid of. Yeah. Are we good? I see my preview spinning around in a circle. 1 second here. Trials 99. Is literally nobody playing Tetris 99. There are sites like that. The one that I used back in the day, Langgate. Langgate. Oh, you're talking about talking. You're talking about speaking to people, not showing your junk. Just shut down last February. I've been looking into a few of them, but need to test them out before I can recommend them properly. Is Omegle under a new name now? No, I thought it was still Omegle, isn't it? I saw a Cybertruck in real life. They're hideous. I didn't even know they were like legitimately on the road. It was in the valet parking at work. It was near my car, and I was disgusted by association. Oh yeah, you were. I mean, where you work is probably you're gonna see a lot of that stuff. Like you're gonna see the fancier cars. Yeah, the car with the unloaded PS1 textures. All right, low poly trash. They're already rusting because they're made of stainless steel? What's this? Oh, another Musk. Wait, apparently another Musk self-driving car crashed itself immediately, and the video has already been copyrighted. Even the cars are giving up. If you give the cars free will, they give up. I took a quick photo of it and ran. Marcos, you know what sucks? If you look at the picture, it still hasn't loaded yet. That's the worst part of it. That picture's never gonna load. All right, it's up, right? Okay. So let's see if we can get this in one. I just want to get the theme and then figure out what else we're gonna do. I feel like I want to do more Hell Divers today. Oh, I don't know what it is with me. It's age. I'm definitely an old man. There we go. All these themes, they always look so busy. Ah, damn it. Yeah. Right there. Nope. There. There. Okay. There we go. There. I like the music. The music's kind of fun. Yeah. Ooh, I don't like where this is going. There we go. Okay. Hold on, my brain's lagging a little bit. There we go. Yes. Whoops, that was a weird thing I did there. I mean, fully planned. Here we go. Watch, that was so I can do this. That? Don't ask. Hold on. I think I'm screwing up here. Oh. Oh, I think I'm screwing up. Oh, no. No way. Woo. That? Wow. Oh, wait, that. Why are there so many? Ah. No, I'm gonna lose. What? Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Oh, okay. Whew.
Oh, who is on the other side of this game? Yes. Right there. Whoops. There you go. Yeah, do that. Oh no, that was a mistake. Ugh. Do that. Oh. Oh my God! Could you leave me alone? Holy smokes! Woo! Holy smokes! That was the most stress. Man, that was incredible. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you. Who the hell was that? Jahason. Why is that called a game? My man fighting for his life. I was fighting for my life out there. You see me at the top? Holy smokes. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point, somewhere on Earth, there's another person screaming at their monitor. What is happening? Probably saying the same exact thing I did. Like, who the hell is on the other side of this game? Oh my God, Jahason. Whew. Hey, Stone. We're not okay. That's not okay. Okay, we got the theme. I wish we had one of those little heart monitor things. So that's the theme, right? Right, we got it? You usually just have to get 100 points. God, heart's moving a little bit. Yeah, we got it. And so we'll never see that theme again. Gold, your heart. Can we go back to the face you were? What's it? To the face you were one block from losing. That's incredible. I'm not sure you got 100 points. Go back. Oh, I definitely got 100 points. Holy smokes, man! I've been in fights before with this, but whew, I never get them on screen. I never get them on recorded. Your arts, yeah. Oh my God, I was in it, man. What's the word with feeling? Now to make Uncle play that. Everybody says that. Everybody says that I should try that. I don't know if I'd be good at that. I feel like that would be too good. I feel like that require. I mean, there's a mode. There's like an expert mode in
in Tetris, Tetris Effect. That's really incredible. Best I managed this game was 6th place. Never won this, sadly. It's you gotta like, I don't know, you have to kind of just practice. Everybody, you know, used to ask me back when everybody was really playing this game, you know, like, how do you get better at the game? And I always just tell people, just play Tetris. Like, you have to play good Tetris, and then when you understand the way the pieces fit, your brain just kind of puts them together. Time to learn rolling. Somber, not gonna lie to you, Somber, I've tried that. Somber, I would have to wire my brain differently in order to learn rolling. I would absolutely have to just I don't know what it is that I would have to do, but I'd have to lock it in and just only roll in order to learn that. Have you heard 30 FPS is now acceptable because Hellblade 2 is being locked to 30? I've heard that, Lilac. I did hear that. And I didn't want to bring it up because I knew we were going to have the frame rate discussion. But I did hear that all of a sudden 30 FPS is totally fine with a lot of people. Rolling, simple. Just lie on the ground and roll. If you turn off your emotions and become a robot, you will win this game. I mean, yeah. You know, when are we getting? Was this Princess Daisy's Blockbuster? Then eventually Princess Rosalina's AMC. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. What's happening here? What discussion? Everyone knows the human eye can't see past 30 frames. Oh, bro. Look, you guys. I didn't even do it. This is your fault. Look, 30 FPS is just fine. Completely playable. Nothing wrong with it. Oh wait. Holy smokes. Why have you punished yourself into using a pro controller for Tetris? You know what, Flash? I'm gonna tell you what my biggest problem. Because what do you use? Let me ask you this: what would you use? Because a lot of people use the Joy-Con. People like to use the Joy-Con for it. First of all, my Joy-Cons are all, you know, they're all drifty, so they're all busted anyway. Just using a Joy-Con touchscreen? No way. First of all, Joy-Cons are very small. So they don't feel comfortable in my hand. The idea of having my hands separated for a controller, it never functions for me. My brain just doesn't click. Even something like Oculus. When I use my Quest, I have Tetris Effect on Quest 2, and you have to use the controllers for it, right? The Quest, you know, joystick thingies, the controller thingies. I can't stand it. It doesn't have a D-pad, and I don't like my hands being separated. That's it. You know, I grew up with a controller in my hand. You don't use the Joy-Con grip. I don't use my Joy-Cons to be honest with you. I like the Pro Controller better. I did before I had the Pro Controller. I did use the Joy-Con with the grip. It was fine. I didn't hate it or anything, but I never tried Tetris with it, but I don't know. I like this. The only thing you have to do with this, you have to go into the settings and change it to like hard press for the D-pad. You have to change it to hard press. Otherwise, you'll keep misclicking. Joy-Cons, because the Pro Controller D-pad is one unforgivable sin of said controller. Go into the settings and change this setting to hard drop. And it'll make it so that you have to press like directly up. And yeah, because you're right. I did have a lot of misclicks before I did that. And then when they added that feature, I was fine with it. I have to head off. Have a good one later. Somber, have a good one. Yeah, the Wiimote I could not use for Smash Bros, but my friends could just fine. You know what fixes their Joy-Con? Nintendo for free. The Wiimote I could not use for Smash Bros. Oh, the Wiimote. Oh, you were saying. I thought you were saying Joy-Con. Wiimote. I'm saying people complain about 30 FPS. They should be lucky and grow up in PAL regions where I mean, the PAL regions had it really bad. You know what I mean? But what about having that setting on the console itself? Well, no, because not every game needs it. I don't think so. Yeah, it's just built into the game. I can show you here. Options. You go to options. You go to, where was it? It's not Ghost Piece. Button assignments? It's not button assignment. Hard drop, right here. You make it like hard. You have to hard drop, so you have to press directly up, because that's the problem. Without this, it would. Oh, look at that. Wait, you can do it. Oh, they changed it so you can do it like that. Oh, look at that. I haven't seen this setting. I didn't know that they changed the setting. But yeah, that's so that you have to press only like directly up, because it used to be that if you were hitting up and left or up and right, it would register as up and it would drop the piece. So now they made it so that up has to be the only input you're pressing. I shouldn't say now. It's been like that forever, but yeah, not every game needs it, but any side scroller or 2D puzzle is harmed by not having it. The one thing I will say about like side scrollers and 2D puzzle games, there was one, was it Owlboy? It might have been Owlboy, where that was a platformer game. It was a 2D platformer, and they had 360 degree aiming. They did it for Contra also, the new one, the Contra Galuga. It has 360 degree aiming, and a lot of people said they didn't like it. Because if you're trying to play that game with a D-pad, you need 8 directional shooting. Yeah, it was Owlboy, right? You need 8 directional shooting. That's how our brains are wired to play those games, and that's how the controller works if you're using a D-pad. So for Owlboy, they added 8 directional, and I think for Contra, they said I saw a tweet the other day that said you can go into the options and set it to 8 directional, or they said that they were going to update it or something. Just send it to the Nintendo New York facility each time. Never had to pay. Yeah, I have to do that eventually. Hatsune Miku Project Diva also sucks if you got to use the D-pad. So yeah, like they put in features to sort of help people with that stuff, but everybody's gonna have their controller preference. I never really tried it with the Joy-Con though. Maybe I should try it out. All right, so we got the Tetris theme. That's what I really wanted. Oh, I see the clip in side chat here. Fighting for my life out there. So thinking about to get the Tetris game. All right. I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I was thinking about playing Helldivers today, but I don't know who we have that would play Helldivers, and I don't want to disconnect from you guys. We did that yesterday, and I kind of disconnected from everybody, and I hate doing that. I know that everybody's kind of okay with it as long as we're having fun, but I hate disconnecting from everybody when I play games like that. That's why I don't play a lot of online group games, especially with voice chat. Sorry, because I don't know. I like talking with you guys. I like being able to play the game while actually conversing with you guys. So, yeah, online games do that. Stop picking your nose. I'm not picking my nose. I feel like I have it'll fall off. I felt like I had like a pimple or a bump or something. I do that instinctively. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then you forget in the pandemic you're not supposed to do it. No, not Mario Party. I don't want to do anything Mario Party. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, Dragoon. I was thinking about trying. Dragoon donated Valkyria Chronicles. They have a bundle going on right now where I guess it's the base version of both of these games, because there were special edition versions. Oh wait, Cloud. What? The software is not currently on. What? Oh, why didn't that download? I should have downloaded. Okay. Yeah, but Dragon, they have a bundle going on right now for Valkyria Chronicles. It's Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 4. I have no idea why, but it's Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 4. But it's $10 for both of them. Play content warning. No, I didn't get it, Jerf. I wasn't able to download it. I literally, Jerf, I was saying yesterday, I saw the post that said that content warning was going to be free on Steam for the next 90 minutes. Like, there were 90 minutes left that you had to claim it, and the post was 2 hours ago. It was 2 hours prior. So I was like, oh, I missed it by 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what happened to 2 and 3 aren't ported to. Well, I'm on the Switch, though. I'm on the Switch. I don't know why they're not there. 2 was only on the PSP. Oh, and 3 was Japan only PSP, sadly. Oh, you know what else? I mentioned yesterday that I was thinking about. I've been wanting to try out Mercenary Wings. It's called the Mercenaries Saga, I guess. But Mercenary Wings, and there's like a bunch of them. There's a new one coming out. I didn't know there was a new one coming out. You can fit in a quick. Lilac, I think I'll get DMC8 if I try and fit in a quick wanko on stream. I don't really think I should do that on stream. Oh, the game. Oh, I didn't download it. I have to let me download it. This game isn't even downloading. What's happening? What is going on with my Switch right now? My Switch, okay. Oh, thanks, Sims. No, not Jeopardy. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Look at what's happening right now. Oh, look. The icons weren't loading up. I think my Switch is breaking. If I'm being completely honest with you, I think my Switch is breaking, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do to like protect myself. I know that there's some games that you can't update or you can't upload the. I'm more concerned with my save data. And I know that there's games that you can't upload your save data to a cloud. I think Animal Crossing is one of them. I'm a little concerned about my Switch. And if I am downloading, if I try and play a game right now with this downloading, the game's going to run like crap. It does it every time. I was playing Final Fantasy IV last night while I was downloading the other Valkyria Chronicles game, and my game was like, it was lagging, and it had little hiccups and stutters and stuff. It happened with the Contra game. It happened with Triangle Strategy. I've noticed that if I'm downloading something, it starts to mess up, and it only started 6 months ago. How old is my Switch? Day one. Mine is a day one Switch. I think it's just Animal Crossing and Splatoon that don't transfer over on cloud. See, that's kind of a bummer because I'm going to lose all of that. I run the risk of losing all of that. Hope and pray Switch 2 gets announced soon with backwards compatibility. Yeah, I mean, if I can get a Switch, I get an OLED. But I mean, that's money. I mean, that's again, it's the same problem. It's, you know, I can get a Switch or I can get a new mixer or I mean, fortunately my nephews were very generous and got me a PS5, but I could get a Quest 3. I've been kind of wanting a Quest 3 for a while, or I can get a new roof or. You know, it's like, there's a lot of other things, so it's not as simple. If it was as simple as me going out and just getting a Switch OLED, I would just go out and get a Switch OLED, but it's not really that simple for me. I have to really pick and choose and figure out where I can do things. So like my save data, my biggest concern is my save data for Animal Crossing and Splatoon 3. Take write-off? What? My favorite part of the reason we got more Valkyria Chronicles 1 is it did good on PS3, did good for a late PSP game, but 3 was Japan only, and Sega planned to drop the franchise. Okay. They even had a Steam release and asked, why would you guys even want this? And the Steam version sold stupid well. And Sega was like, oh, what if we port it to console? And the PS4 and Switch ports took off. Oh, tax write-off. I don't have an Xbox. I don't have an Xbox. Why would I care about taxes? You can back up Animal Crossing via the game itself and then use the transfer app on the new 6 to grab it system. The water's coming in, everything in your house is soaked, but hey, at least you'll be playing in gorgeous OLED screens. You should totally dump your save for preservation. Well, you just got here, Blaze. Hi, Blaze. You just got here. My Switch has been acting up, and now I'm starting to get nervous about my save data. Yeah, I'll lose my Splatoon 2 data, which, you know, Splatoon 2. I'm not going back, but but I don't want to lose it. Right, it's not like, hey, I haven't played these PS1 games forever, so I'm going to delete all of my memory cards. Like, you still kind of, I don't know, I want it for posterity's sake, just to have it. Might not be the download. I know it happens with but Final Fantasy IV specifically, and even 5, I found late game especially started getting lag. Define acting up. So, I guess the system needed an update or something. When we tried to start today, I tried to turn the system on, and the system shut off. Like, it wasn't on. I always put my system on sleep mode, and it wasn't on sleep mode. It was off. It was like off. I'm downloading a game right now. If I try to play another game, the other game it'll be a little stuttery. Not catastrophically, not to the point where I can't play it, but you'll notice a little stutter. Loading this. Look at how slow it's loading. I don't know how much data is in this game. I think it's like 10 gigs. But I'm hardwired. This is a LAN connection right now. I'm on Ethernet. This is not Wi-Fi. And it's loading like that. It loads faster in sleep mode, by the way. But it didn't used to have to be in sleep mode. That's the thing. You're right. It does load more in sleep mode. It does load faster in sleep mode. But I didn't need to do it before. And now I kind of need to do it. This is a day one switch, yeah. It's a day one switch. How much time is left for the download? 4 hours and 5 minutes. There isn't a Switch game out there that takes 4 hours and 5 minutes. Shouldn't be, anyway. When was the last time I fully shut down the Switch? Fully shut down the Switch? Few weeks. I put it on sleep mode, and then I don't really. I play it at work. And then I put it in sleep, and then I'm done. But I had like months where I would do exactly that, and nothing would happen. I think that it's starting to get to a point where it's starting to give up a little bit. Just for the sake of knowing, do a network test just again. Well, I can't do a network test now because I'm trying to download something, so that'll screw it up. My network test was always kind of iffy. Like the Switch, I don't know if Blaze would probably know better. Oh, and lastly, am I installing to an SD card? Yes. Yes, I am installing to an SD card. Could it be my SD card? I mean, I've been saying I need a new one. Test connection. Let me not show you all my numbers. Yeah, it's 4 hours. Do the test. Download speed 58.7 megs, which is kind of normal. Upload speed 15.5 megs. That's kind of normal. Well, I think it automatically pauses the download if you do anything that uses the internet. So just doing a test would have been fine. I went through 4 SD cards in this last year. I mean, yeah, I had this SD card in there since I've had the Switch for 7 years. I've had the SD card, I think, for 6, and it's never been any other one. In-game AC has the ability to load up your save to the cloud. Then you use the AC transfer app on the eShop to grab that to your new Switch. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, anything that uses the internet will pause a download. Do you have a spare SD card? No, I do not. I don't really have a lot of I have regular SD cards, but not micros. I have to buy a new one. I mean, realistically, even if the Switch ran perfectly well, I should buy a new one just for size. Because I think I do have the 100. I think I have 128. Data management. It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. Have you tried pausing and unpausing the download, though? I know sometimes that can reboot it. I mean, it's downloading. It's just taking forever. Is the SD card a genuine one or is it an off-brand? Genuine how? Nintendo doesn't make their own. I mean, it's a good company one. I forget who it is, but I didn't buy like a cheap knockoff SD card. I usually, for that, it might be a Samsung. I'm not even sure. But it's been reputable. I mean, it's the same card I've been using forever. Not even a small one. Not having a spare micro is around now is crazy to me. I don't use. It might be a SanDisk. Yeah, I don't use SD cards for anything. That's the thing. That sounds insane, but I don't use SD cards for anything. My phone has memory in it, has a lot of storage in it, so I don't really store anything other than my photos and stuff. I do have an SD card in there, but I don't know. It's not even that big. Like what other devices would I use a micro SD card for? I haven't used my actual my digital camera, my actual camera takes regular SD. So it's not even like it's the micro ones. Yeah, I only have one in my camera. That's it. Yeah, it's not like what's it? Danjo? Is that how you say that? Danjo? With the issues you're having, I think your SD card might be failing. As far as the sleep thing, I've encountered that myself since firmware 17.0. Okay, so that's kind of strange. So yeah, I guess maybe I need to. How much are they nowadays? What's a let's go. Amazon micro SD. Let's just say 256. What can you even get a 256 one for? See, I'm not buying Amazon basics, you know. Samsung 256 Evo, $20. That's not bad. Yeah, I might have to get that. Get a 1 terabyte sounds crazy. Dream bigger. Hold on, let's go 512. Let's go 512. Let's be adventurous here. 512. That's SanDisk. What the hell is the difference between SanDisk and SanDisk Extreme? Well, I don't know what half of this stuff means. Samsung Evo 512. Evo, it says 512 Evo Select. I don't know what any of this stuff means. But $35. That's not bad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Shadow. It's like, it's advertising. It's usually write speeds or extra settings. 1 terabyte seems crazy until you realize you can actually use it. See, I guess, honestly, Dragoon, 1 terabyte on the Switch is incredibly unnecessary for me. 1 terabyte on the PS5, yes, I think I need to eventually get one of those. That PS5 storage is insane. I'm already full. I own a handful of games. And I'm already full on storage on my PS5. I already have to make decisions about what I want to delete in order to download other things. Speed technically, but you don't really need extreme generally for the Switch. The sorts of things usually mean the cards have greater read-write speeds, but something like the Switch won't be able to take advantage of them anyway. Think of SanDisk like USB 2.0 and SanDisk Extreme like 3.0. Yeah, at 1 terabyte, you're better off with an SSD. Well, for the Switch though, I want it to be portable. And if I'm buying a bunch of additional accessories that I physically need to carry around for the Switch, it starts to defeat the purpose of the portability. Yeah. You want minimum 2, ideally 4. What is a PS5? Do I have to specify PS5? PS5, NVMe. Let's say 2 terabytes. How much is that? There's a WD Black. I've heard people say they like that. With a heatsink for $180. Oh my God. Yeah, it's about $200. I'm seeing $180. Corsair MP600 Pro, $145. Yeah, they're there. There are a few. I grabbed WD 2 terabyte when it was on sale. Switch 2 should definitely have an SSD. I've said that, GG, I've said that before. I think that the Switch 2 should have an NVMe slot on it. Everybody says that cooling is the problem. That on a handheld, an NVMe drive would be challenging to cool, which I would assume that they need, because I feel like a heatsink. Because aren't passive heatsinks enough to cool SSDs like NVMe drives? This WD Black, I mean, it doesn't have a fan on it. It's just a passive cooler. I mean, sure, it means that the system in your hand is going to get hot, but yeah, that sounds about right. And you need the heatsink. It should be enough. I have Silicon Power 2 terabyte XS70 for $150 or so. Silicon Power. Let's see what I'm looking at here. Silicon. Is that the... No, that's sponsored. Overall pick. Silicon Power 2 terabyte. Oh, this is the XS70. What'd you say? Oh, you have a 70. Yeah. Okay, it's this one. You have this one. Okay. It looks cool too. Oh, wait. Is it weird that on Amazon I'm always hesitant to buy when it says overall pick. Yeah, it says overall 150. That's not bad, I guess. So yeah, Switch won't have it till cooling and cost aren't an issue. Memory, like the Switch uses has only gotten cheaper. Like the Switch uses. So I suspect it's sticking around. Probably, yeah. I wanted that Beskar SS. Oh, the Beskar. Yeah. To be honest, at this point, I would pause the download, hard power off your Switch, wait like 30 seconds, and power back on to see if that changes anything. So, all right, so you want to try that? I mean, bear in mind, we just hard powered down the system. Remember, we had to start it back up. So bear in mind that was the case. So you think I should hard power off my Switch right now, and then like turn it back on and re-trigger the download and see what happens? Yeah, I didn't power it down. It crashed off. You only need heat sinks for super fast SSDs, but the Switch 2 might not need that high grade speed. So even just passive cooling should be okay. All right, so you think I should? So what does it say now? It says it's going higher, but it's getting worse. Hi, Nephaloid. All right, so let's try that out. Let's see what happens here. So I should. Okay. So I should hard power down the system, which is I have to hold that button. Turn off, right? Just straight up turn off. Do you have a micro SD adapter? I do not, actually. As weird as that sounds, I don't think I do. You know what, my Blaze? I used to have SD ports. Like I used to have an SD port on my computer. So all of my micro SD adapters were the SD card, the little SD, the fake SD card that you stick the micro in, and then you put that in. So when I changed PCs, I mean, it had been a while since I had ever used them. So when I built the PC, I don't have any of that stuff. So I technically don't have anything to plug a micro SD into my computer. I don't really deal. That's why, like Dragon was saying earlier, like I don't have, micro SDs laying around. It's like I don't use them. I have I have two devices that use micro SD. One is my phone, which is basically irrelevant, and one is the Switch, which I've had an SD card in for 6 years. So I don't buy them as extras. I have spare flash drives, right? USB flash drives. I have spares. If you have the space, couldn't you try installing to the Switch memory? You'd be able to see if it's the SD card. Wait. Oh, I do not have space. I can tell you right now, I don't have space. This is why I say, like, I would have to make a bunch of concessions and start deleting things. I have to delete. I mean, think about this. Despite how dedicated I am to the game, despite how important the game is to me, I would have to delete Monster Hunter Rise from my system to make space. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. No, on my system I have some games that are more like Animal Crossing, I think is saved to my system. I forget if Mario Kart is saved to my system. Like those are the games that I want their performance to be maximum. So I don't know on an SD card how that affects performance, but I never took the chance. So I always just kind of the games that really, really matter to me, I kept on my Switch. One year story, my best friend had a really bad Switch download time that kept going up. It was initially a 5-hour download that went up to 11-hour download. This is why a lot of the time for some games, I'll set it up and then I'll put it in a dock and go to sleep. Micro SD to USB adapter is very useful for 3DS, Switch, Steam Deck, hobby, hacking. See, but I don't do any of that. That's my thing. And the Switch, here's what's wild. Can't you plug the Switch right into your computer? Isn't there a data management program on the Switch where you plug it into USB to your computer and then it'll let you access your data from there? I've gotten videos off of the Switch doing that. Does the Switch have cloud online save? It does have online save, but the games that it doesn't allow it directly for Animal Crossing and Splatoon 3. And those are the ones that I'm worried about. I mean, I'm worried about some of the other ones. I'm worried about Zelda and whatnot, but, you know, I haven't played those games in forever, so it would suck to lose that progress, but at the same time, I'm also probably, if I was going to start those games again, it wouldn't really matter. Go suck a lemon, you know? How much data are photos and video? Oh, wait, I can start it up again. Hold on. The data management is very limited. You also try transferring from the internal to the micro SD. That would tell us if the SD card is the issue. Assume you could do that if you use a Type-C cable plugged into your computer and your Switch. Transfer everything on an SD. See, that's what I could do. All right, so yeah, I'm going to plug it back in, or well, it's back on. So let's do that. Splatoon 3, I think, does it. I transferred my Splatoon 3 and kept my save data and memory. Okay, so you did do it with Splatoon 3? All right. All right, so it's back in the dock. Hang on one second. We're going to switch it back over. How do I trigger the download? The reason I got my Pokemon physical, better safe than sorry. How do I restart download options? Download options. It's not downloading. What do we do? Did we confuse it? Options. Software update. It says downloading, but it's not doing anything. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, we can look for a 500 meg or less demo off of the eShop, install it to the micro SD and mark the download time, then install to the internal storage and compare the downloads. Oh, that's interesting. Cancel and start again. Download options. Cancel download. Continue. Let's. Okay, there we go. Oh, holy crap. Wait, that said 19 hours. Okay. All right, so okay, it's kind of it's going down a little. All right, so it went back up. It's going back up. All right, it's kind of all over the place right now. Like mail Type-C. So the computer and the Switch are. Yeah, I have that. But again, I have. That's what I have. You can get videos off of the Switch doing that. There goes my cable. Yeah, it was 4 earlier. Progress. Where's it at now? 5 hours and 23 minutes. That's a problem. And it is going to the SD card. So I think I think it might be the SD card, man. I don't know how to. Can I transfer all of my save data to my PC and then buy a new memory card? I guess I can do it from the cloud, right? I would have to like back up everything on the cloud. Couldn't that just be the fact that you're streaming? Not really. My upload and download speeds at my house are good enough that shouldn't be a problem. Like I don't mean to sound like that, but my typical download speed is like 800 or 900 megs. And my upload speed I think is normally like 23. So that's, you know, there are obviously places with much better, but that's actually really, really good. The issue with save data tends to be stored internally on the Switch. You're downloading 4 play. No, I have it. 1 is right here. It's already up. Just old Project Zero Maiden in Project Zero Maiden in Blackwater limited edition on Wii U for. Oh wait, Project Zero Maiden in Blackwater. Isn't Maiden in Blackwater? Isn't that a Fatal Frame game? I can tell you right now that you can only grab videos and pictures by being connected to a PC. Yeah, that's how I did it. Someone who has their Switch connected to the PC, doing some dumping stuff for you. Yeah, that's how I did it. So I have the ability to do that. So you can't do memory though. And just play 1. You don't need to worry about playing 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about playing 4. I'm just no. This topic wasn't about like playing Valkyria Chronicles 4. It was about the fact that I think my Switch is. You said it could be my memory card, so I guess I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and buy a memory card for it. Buy another one anyway. It's a time. It'll be a chance to upgrade though. I haven't. I wanted to do this a while ago. I wanted to buy a new memory card for my Switch for a while now. Best Buy doesn't sell them. The Best Buy near me doesn't have like memory cards. All they had were regular size SD cards in the camera section. Or they sell that stupid yellow one for the Switch that's 200 gigs that for some reason at 200 gigs it costs like $60. And I'm not going to buy that. Yeah, and me too, Lilac. I'm worried about transferring everything. But you can do it. You can transfer it to the cloud, right? Can't you transfer it to the cloud? What's a I feel like I when I go into these windows, I feel like I'm going to dox myself. Data management. Yeah, that's quick archive, manage software. Save data cloud. Yeah, don't get the Nintendo one. It might have been a different section. I had to run around Best Buy to find most things I wanted. I mean, that's true too. I said, say congrats on your Switch staying alive for this long. Well, mine was 2 years and it's getting worse every day. Well, remember, we had to open it up and change the fan. And I had to open up my controller and fix the drift. So it's alive, but, not without effort. The Nintendo ones are a fraud. They don't even help with the issue at all since their SD class is still average. Yeah, I'm going to order it off of Amazon. All save data. This says... See, I hate this because this says backed up update list. The console will connect to the internet and update. So let me see here. Because I have done this before. I have backed up my data before, but I don't remember the last time I did it. Either that or I have it set to automatically do it once in a while. It's strange that the 7-year-old SD dies unless the Switch gets super hot around it. How much data do you have on your internal storage? Hold on. Let's take a look. Here, let's cancel that. Manage. Oh, here we go. That micro SD space is because I deleted some stuff earlier. Well, I archived some stuff earlier. The system memory, I don't know why this. I feel like the system memory was more full than that before. 8 gigs on my system memory, that doesn't sound right. You have more than enough for Delta. I think I had Deltarune. I had Deltarune when it first came out. Let me see here. Hold on. Data management. Manage software. I'm pretty sure I had Deltarune here. Oh my god. Look at all of this. See, these are all my archived games. So they don't have any data. I leave the icons just so I remember them. And it's easier for me to do that, to find them. Yeah, let me know if you see Deltarune. I'm pretty sure I had it. I wouldn't have deleted the whole thing. I never got, what's it called, though? I never did the Chapter 2. I played Deltarune when it first came out. Oh, wait. So, no, this is... I don't still have it here, do I? Did you see it? Did I delete it? Poor Disney Speedstorm. You tried. You half-assed it, but you tried. Yeah, I don't think I have it here. I know I had it, and I'm sure it was on the Switch. Hey, Ghoul Boy. Remember that? I like keeping the icons. Like I said, it's easier for me if I ever want to. Hey, I want to play Wild Guns. Well, Wild Guns I have physically. Like the Unbound demo or something, or Wunderling, or Axiom Verge 2. Like if I ever want to go back and play those games, I won't forget them. I'll remember. All right, I have the icon here. It reminds me, so I go back and I get it. But I don't know. It's also kind of a little trip down memory lane. I go and I see this and I'm like, oh man, remember when we played ActRaiser Renaissance? That was awesome. Stardew. People love Stardew, man. I don't think I loved Stardew as much. Like I loved Stardew, but when I quote unquote finished it, I had no urge to play it again. I had no urge to go back and do the other stuff. To be fair to you, the Switch fan did die, so the SD card may have gotten toasty for a bit, which isn't good. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. Intentionally skipping Fire Emblem, I see. I remember how hype you got for it. And it was so good. The ActRaiser game was so good. It was so good, but there was also a lot in that game that I kind of wish they did differently. But it was a great game. I very much enjoyed it. I was just talking about it last week. I might actually have to go back and play it again. This game I want to get eventually. There goes Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. Was I playing this? I did not play this one. Dread, Twitch, Paper Mario and the Origami Killer, the first Axiom Verge. Maybe that could be an SGB game. Which one? What? We can use Deltarune as a benchmark to test the internal speed of the micro SD card. If it takes 1 billion years on the micro, we know it is dead and isn't the Switch. All right, so I should go and download Deltarune? Oh, ActRaiser. That's a good question. Would ActRaiser be a good game for SGB? I don't know. You know what kills it for me, Sentinel? The town building segments. The sim segments, I think, are what kind of kill it for me as an SGB thing. You know, we had time. We spoke during that section. And I streamed for hours at a time. I think the sim building sections are what kind of kill that as an SGB game. All right, so hold on. So you're saying go to the store. Hold on. Hold on. Can I pause this download? It says 4 hours. I don't want to cancel the download. I just want to pause it. And just cancel it. No. Oh my god. Cancel download. Yeah, just cancel it. It's working. I would have to leave it on overnight. That's what I'm going to probably do that tonight. I'll probably set it up to download, and it's having a hard time. I guess it's offloading the information that it already had up. Software and downloadable content can be re-downloaded from the Nintendo eShop. So then the icon's there. So I'm going to go to the eShop. I'm going to get Deltarune, and then it's like trudging through. Yeah, if it's a 4-hour download, that's not working. No. I've had it before where it's had super long times. I set it up to download, and I put it in the dock, and I go to sleep. And then I wake up the next morning, and I grab my Switch, and it's already downloaded. So it does work. It takes forever. Deltarune. I like how this became. We're not even playing Helldivers. This is Data Divers. There's always tangents. All right. Oh yeah. So I did have it purchased. I had it purchased. Oh, wait, is it still on my system? Maybe that's why I wasn't finding it there. It might still be on my system. Oh, is that what it is? Hold on. So let me go and archive it then. So data, system settings, data management, manage software. Push comes to shove when I come for TMG, I can back your Switch up while I wouldn't wait that long. Wait, favor. Could you shut the Switch down, take the SD card out and look at it? Maybe it's burned or oh my god. Now I'm terrified. That makes me even more terrified. Hold on, let's try this first before we start taking the memory card out. Let me find Deltarune here and I will delete it. Where are you? Here, you look with me because I have purchased it. Look with me. Where is this game? See, Valkyria Chronicles. Look, Splatoon. See, Monster Hunter. Look, it's right at the top. Also, is it the right profile? Sometimes I only have the one profile on here. Or you're imagining your SD card glowing red right now? No, I'm imagining it with a giant scorch mark on the middle of it. That's now I have this. Now I have this horrifying idea that I'm gonna take it out and it's gonna be smoking. Radiant, Carrion, Edel Do, Vampire Survivors. Hey, I haven't played Vampire Survivors in a while. Maybe Vampire Survivors is what broke it. Suika Game, Dragon Quest. There. Okay, there it is. It's only 255 megs. So I'm going to archive it. Man, look at all the space that freed up. Wow. Delete Mario 35. You can leave the stream if you want me to delete Mario 35. That is on there forever. That is historical. Delete System 32. All right, so let me go back. All right, so find. Now I have to find Deltarune again. Hold on. Oh, brother. Now it's all the way at the bottom. Yeah, preservation. Where is it? I kind of wish this was just in alphabetical order. It's going to be at the bottom, right? Because I just deleted it. Because shouldn't it be in here as like 0? There it is. All right, so wait, I want to go to check for corrupt data. Delete software, prevent auto archive. How do I delete it? Or can I just, do I have to go back to the shop? In loving memory of Mario 35. Okay, so I need to go. I hate that I can't. Oh, so I have to go here. What am I doing? So I have to go here. It's there. Okay. Can I pick? The software is not currently on the console. Please re-download the software to continue. If the software was originally downloaded to a micro SD card, please cancel. Turn off the console and insult that mic. Did I say insult? Insert that micro SD card. Stupid SD card. So wait. So if I don't want to. If I just click download, it's Is it going to tell me where it's going? It should default to the micro SD card. The SD card is offended. Download options. Doesn't give me anything else. Bear in mind, we also canceled the other download. So we should be good. We should be good here. You worthless SD card. You'll never be as good as a DVD. Why can't you be more like your brother, NVMe? It should be. Look how long it's taking. Look, it's like 200 and it's like 255 megs. It's probably 500 megs because I don't think I've updated this game. Yeah, I think my SD card is scragged. I might have to. Oh, what a shame. I like Samsung. I'm always happy with Samsung products. Almost always happy. My last cell phone randomly just died on me. And that was a Samsung. So they did burn me on that. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at some SD card brands here. Gigastone. That sounds like a reputable brand. Could you beat your younger brother at Memory Stick Duo? But that wasn't that hard. Hey, I feel bad. What was the other format that Olympus used to use for their cameras? Was it XC? What remember Blaze? Blaze, there's no way you don't know this one. I think it was Olympus cameras used to use a format called XC. I think it was. And that was like, who the hell is using that besides Olympus? And the answer was nobody. Cancel the download, turn off the switch, remove the micro SD, then try downloading again without the micro SD. I'd also avoid Samsung for micro SD. My last 4 SDs. Oh, really? So, I mean, I do have a SanDisk, and that lasts me for 6 years. So maybe that's the way to go here. All right. So hold on. Yeah, look at how long it's taking.
there's no shot that it should be taking this long. Yeah, hold on. Download options. Cancel download. Yeah, memory stick was Sony's proprietary nonsense. Well, no, Sony was the memory sticks. Olympus used to use. Hold on. Olympus camera memory card. I want to say it was XD picture card. Olympus used to use these XD picture cards, and it was absurd. And I think they still do. Ooh, orange chicken sounds good. All right, so take the system out. Put the stream on camera. Oh, that's what we were talking about. Okay. No, not sleep mode. Power off. Turn off. All right. It doesn't smell, right? It's not on fire. There was a memory card war in the beginning. Yeah, before SD prevailed, everybody had their own proprietary. You had some of them were beneficial. I think Compact Flash, I think is actually still around because I think the data transfer on Compact Flash was really high. So really expensive high-end cameras used to use that. All right, so. Yeah, if it smelled, I wouldn't have a switch at all. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Can you focus? Will you focus on that? That is my memory card for 6 years. Check the contacts. I mean, the contacts are clean. They're solid. Here, do it like makeup streams. They're clean and solid, right? Nothing wrong. Looks fine. Oh, hold on, Dragon. I just archived Deltarune and re-downloaded. Mine's already done. I'm using Wi-Fi. Less than a minute total. That's what it should be. I had the same one and had it the same time. The context may be good, but the actual NAND flash, yeah, I think it's probably failing. It's even shiny. Yeah, it's good, but now you touched it. It's like it's chips. It's not a baby bird. Oh no, you touched the memory card. Now its mom's not gonna take it back. Maybe that fixed it. Let's see if that got it working. Let's try it again. Oh. Now we run one more test. Oh, I'm gonna leave the card out. Okay, hold on. You're right. I forgot to take the card out. Hang on. Yeah, it's not a baby bird. Oh yeah, you're right. I could then sell the memory card on eBay as slightly used. Okay, so I wonder if it'll let me do that. Because didn't it say that if it was stored on the memory card, it would ask me to put it back on the memory card? Wait for that. All right, so remove it. All right, so now I'm going to start the system back up. Oh, wait. Okay. By the way, I held the power on right there to turn the system back on, and it immediately turned on. So I'm wondering if going into the memory card is where the problem is. I guess my memory card's dying. Oh, I feel bad. It's like a piece of me. It's like part of my brain is dying. All right, so
Software is not currently on the console. Yeah, so it's probably cancel, turn off the console, and insert that micro SD. So I don't think it's gonna let me. Oh, will it? It's gonna be like done already. Watch this. 50. Okay. All right. We found the problem. Later, Kia. We found the problem. Oh, man. Now I feel bad. Yeah, the car. Well, the good news is it's not the Switch. Look how fast it. Oh, we're not playing Deltarune, by the way. Yeah, that's what I want to check too. Restart, continue from chapter 1. No, hold on. Yeah, it's the less expensive parts of it. It sucks too, because in all seriousness, Dragoon, I would leave after the stream and I would go and buy a memory card, but I can't because Best Buy doesn't sell them, and they're definitely not as cheap as if I ordered it on Amazon. All right, so. No! Oh, why'd you do that? Why didn't you ask me for a profile when you started the game? That was weird. Why did it do that? Target doesn't really sell that stuff either around here. Like, they have it, but it's also really expensive. The $35, right, for a 512 memory card, Best Buy will have it. It'll be $60. Actually, here, I'll go to Best Buy's website right now. Hold on. Best Buy. So even if they had it, let's say I walk into the Best Buy and they have it. If they have it. 512 micro SD. 512 micro SD Samsung Evo SanDisk 256 SanDisk 512. SanDisk Ultra Plus 512 micro SD, blah, 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 blah. $60.99. I am not paying that when I can order it on Amazon for literally half the price. I'm not paying that. But that means I have to order it. That means I have to wait. And that means that anxiety triggers, because remember, if we all, in case anybody didn't know what happened last time, I ordered a game and they stole the game out of the case. So even that kind of makes me nervous. I'm going to have to do it, though. I hate waiting for it. Like, people like that. They like waiting. They like the idea of, oh, yeah, we're going to manage software. They like, oh, I order something and it's like I get a present in the mail. I'm sitting there like, I order something and I want it now. I feel like Scott Pilgrim when he orders a thing so that he can meet Ramona, and he immediately sits at the door and he's waiting for the package. Yeah, the Great Tactics Ogre fiasco. What a disaster that whole thing was. All right, so it's not there. So okay, so I'm gonna turn the system off. The moral of the story is you can play Valkyria Chronicles 1. I'm going to turn the system off. Power options. Turn on. Now I'm kind of curious to see what will happen, because if it downloads fast, is it going to download to the memory card? Have you even started playing it? What, Valkyria Chronicles? No. I just downloaded it today, so I was going to play it on stream, but we started talking about memory. Oh, Tactics Ogre. No. I haven't started playing Tactics Ogre yet. I had Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then I finished that. I was playing Golden Sun, and I only played Golden Sun for a couple hours, and then I went back to Pixel Remaster Final Fantasy IV. So I have a crap load of games to play. There's so much stuff. Oh, is that on? Okay, that's not on. Someone showering in your home? I think I hear water running. Oh, don't do that. There's a dog barking. All right, so let's see what happens here. Even if it goes fast, I have to check to see if it loaded to the system or the memory card. It might be the memory card. And the ADATA packaging is transparent, so you can see the SD card from the start. Yeah, Sage is having a rent. Yeah, you hear? I don't hear water. You hear water? Yeah, look at this. Yeah, it's the card. Look at this. There's no. It would have been done by now if it was on the system. Yeah, look at how bad that is. 10 minutes remaining. It's 255 megs. The card is toast. There's no reason it should be. Oh wait, it's going. Look, 5 minutes. That's good. That's good. I feel like I would get this game faster if a carrier pigeon brought it to me on a flash drive. Okay, cancel download. Yeah, it took 30 seconds before. It's insane. It's like that. Oh, man, I feel bad. You got to give it. I know, but I don't want to. I mostly just don't want to buy a new one. Oh, man, that's such a bummer. All right, but that's what I need right there. Add to cart. All right. F's for the card. Oh, man. But I'll have a 512 gig, so that's good. They're gonna. You know what? You know what's bad? You know what's bad? I'm gonna get this memory card, and the day after I get this memory card, Nintendo's gonna announce that the Switch 2 uses NVMe, and I'm gonna be furious. Yeah, 512 is like the standard. I mean, I'm surprised I lasted with 128 this long. Why don't we start selling games on write protected flash drives instead of discs? Blaze, you know what's crazy? I always sort of speculated what would have happened if we went to another physical media after discs. You know, we went from CDs. You know, well, we didn't really do well. We did CDs here to an extent. But then we did DVDs and then we did Blu-rays. I had always theorized, like, what would we have gone to if we hadn't gone from discs to digital. And one of my thoughts was SD cards, which is ironic with the Switch, right? The Switch is that's effectively what the Switch is. But I had always kind of questioned that. I always kind of questioned, like, what physical media would we have gone to after Blu-ray discs if we really stayed focused on physical media? Because we're still technically on Blu-ray discs. And then Nintendo kind of answered that with what are effectively SD, you know, proprietary SD cards. That's basically what they are. I suggest looking at the video posted on Discord. Transfer your memory to your PC, let it download, and while your new card gets here, when your new card gets here, you can transfer it the day you receive it rather than doing everything all at once. How do I do the Animal Crossing stuff? Because do I need to do it to my PC, or can I just do it to the cloud? Oh, we're going back to beta tapes? Could you imagine? We should go back to PC data tapes. I feel like who here has never seen a data tape for a PC? It looks like a high 8 camcorder thing. We're going Laserdisc. I mean, Laserdiscs. I have like I already have dinner plates. I don't need Laserdiscs. Let's go back to punch cards. Oh my god. Hey guys, I got the newest game, and it's like 8 boxes of cards. Well, did you see the April Fool's joke with Cyberpunk 2077 that comes on 97,000 floppy disks? Oh, wait. Which micro SD card? This one. SanDisk. Here, hold on. Copy. Paste. Oh my god. Why is the link always that long? Custom beta. Yeah, it's just abacus. Just abacus coordinates. AC save data is stored internally. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, why are they so long? What do you mean AC data is saved internally? What do you mean? Nephiloid, we'll just write down the code. Isn't Animal Crossing still in your console? It should be able to decide what to transfer to the console. So let me see here. Well, that's if I do AGM. That's if I do a oh no. You're right. It'll still be on the system. I'm an idiot. I'm mixing up getting a new system with getting a new memory card. So Animal Crossing would be fine. Yeah, so that'll be okay. It's just a memory card. So yeah, everything else, because I think Splatoon. Let me double check. Splatoon is on my system too. So yeah, so I'd be fine. I'd be fine to just because you can do data management, save data cloud. So I can just do that. Yeah, I'm not moving it off. I'm not moving it to another system. I'm just moving it to. I'm just getting a new memory card. So yeah, the save data cloud would work, right? Wouldn't I just be able to use that, store everything to the cloud, put in the new memory card, and then download everything that I need? Floppy disk. How about cassette tapes? Actually, you can store a heck of a lot these days. Archives still use them. Realistically, wouldn't it matter? When was the last time you booted? Oh, I wouldn't delete Animal Crossing. The last time I booted up Animal Crossing was a couple months ago, but I wouldn't delete it. Marcos, I still have Animal Crossing memory cards from the GameCube. I have every Animal Crossing town I've ever had. I still have them all. I still have every. I had, I think, at least 3 towns on GameCube. I have Wild World, which was stored on the cartridge. I have my Wii with City Folk, which was all that data was transferred to the Wii U. So my Wii U has all of my City Folk data. And I New Leaf I still have, obviously. And yeah, I still have all of them. And you still maintain them all. Leave me alone. You got a one. Yeah, I do have a Y-wing screwdriver. I do have one. No, I didn't. AGM. Somebody else brought that up. I haven't watched Invincible. I don't have Amazon Amazon Prime. Is that what it is? I don't have it to watch it. Yeah, and you pull the weeds out in all of them. Deleting Animal Crossing doesn't delete the save data. It's stored on the entire. Yeah, I wouldn't need to worry about it, but I'm not going to be deleting it anyway. It's all stored on the system. People are suddenly playing New Leaf now that the 3DS servers will go down. I did see. Yes, Flip. Oh my God. The Tales of the Empire trailer. Man, that looks good. That looks good. I'm crazy excited for that one. All right. So, okay. So now that we know I need a new memory card. Yeah, it's going to be the memory card. All right. So why don't we do this? Just in case not having that fan for a bit, did a little fucky wuggy. Drop a link in your server. We want to add both to cart. Let me see here. What's this? Oh, did you add the other thing? Is it in followers forums? Hey, look, you're in the Discord. The Beef Master. Oh, these are just videos. And this is the iFixit micro SD card reader compatible with Nintendo Switch. Wait, what? What's this? What is this for? What's this iFixit thing? Replace a broken or malfunctioning micro SD card reader. Fix SD card. Really? Well, wait, why would I want to fix the card? I'm just going to buy a new one. I can just. Did I download the game? The Roro Wenko thing. We'll try that, Lilac. I won't do that today, but we'll try that. What is it called? Doronko Wenko. We'll try that out. Oh, it might be the reader and not the card? Oh, that's a replacement. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying that the actual slot itself might be broken. Oh, okay. Oh, no. To be fair, this download issue is relatively new. This downloading issue, I want to say this has been for like the last month or two, but I also don't download a lot. But the fan issues were a while ago. So I don't think that that's the problem, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, unless you go over, I don't think. Yeah, it's only like I didn't realize how late it was. Yeah, we only have time for. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. We don't have another micro SD. Yeah, we don't have another. You're right. We don't have another micro. Well, I guess what I can do is just order the micro. I'll order the card, and then if it still has, like, I'll test it once I get it, and then if it still has the problem, then we know that it's the reader. Technicalities now, you may not be able to move it to your PC because if the card is the issue. Oh yeah, you're right. If the card is the issue, which it is, you're gonna have a real slow transfer. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, we troubleshot things. Yeah, either way you get an upgrade. Yeah, so that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. It could be the problem if the SD card doesn't work when plugged into a PC. I'm sad Valkyria Chronicles today, but happy. I mean, I don't know what kind of like. How do you think we have enough time? Do you think that we have enough time to get into seeing the game? It's currently Frog Friday. Hi Ice Thunder. But he doesn't. I don't have an adapter to plug into the PC. That's the thing. Yeah, we can see the opening. Here, we'll watch the opening of Valkyria Chronicles. I've never actually watched this game, so maybe we can get into the first mission. Ooh, NSO browsing. Ooh, that's what we could do that too. Boop, beep. There, so that's on. Yeah, because this the memory card is like it says 57% off, so I'm gonna have to order that. Ah, brother. What's today? Friday. Yeah, it's a strategy RPG. Emphasis on strategy. No, I know it's a strategy RPG. It's been on my radar specifically for that, but I've never actually looked at it because, I mean, strategy RPG could be Triangle Strategy. It could be Final Fantasy Tactics, or it could be 13 Sentinels. Like, there's a lot that it could be. Oh, no, brother. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Jason donated to help me get to get the memory card. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sure. To be fair, since I always have to ask, am I buying the other thing too? It's your money for me to ask. Yeah, Unicorn Overlord. Yeah, no, not the phone, the game. The Sega logo thing was very loud. All right, hold on. I'll do both. I fix it. Add to cart. I have to hurry. There's only 20 left. I mean, this looks great. Like, visually, it looks fantastic. You know what this reminds me of? If anybody played the PSP Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions that had the extra animations and stuff, this is like it's sort of like this pseudo on paper kind of look to it. That's what it was like. It was very good. Ooh, Codename Steam. Oh, man. Did they ever make a game for Girls in Panzer? I would love to play a game for that. It's very like those animations. That's the entire game's art style. Yeah, see, it's got like it's the shading, like the shadowy parts of their faces where it's got all the lines and stuff. That reminds me of that animation. I played the demo for one of these. I don't know which one. I think it was 4. I think it said that 4 had a demo. All right. Yeah, this is like my year for. I want to play a lot of strategy. It's supposed to be the year of RPGs, but I want to play a lot of strategy RPGs. I want to try and get as many in as I can. Action cam up, down. Reverse that. Thank you for telling me. Reverse that. Thank you for telling me. Volumes are max. Confirm. Girls in Pen. No, not Girls in Pen. Girls und Panzer. On the Galleon Front by Irene Kohler.
The year was 1935
never mind.
EC. Two powers controlled the continent.
Yeah, I still have 16 to finish.
In the east, the sun rose over the
Scarlet Nexus.
East European
Hold on, Stone. Remind me to bring up Scarlet Nexus again. Not right now. Just give me a second.
A network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival, and its growing
See?
scarcity led to the inevitable.
See? You can make up a name and not call it
Hostilities began
unobtainium.
in the east, when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The
Both-
Atlantic Federation responded. and the
Both
Second
factions
World
fought
War
hard
was on.
for the rare resource, hard to gettable. Oh, hard to getium.
Its vast military
Hey,
superiority
hello, Ryan.
struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive.
That's cool.
Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality.
Non-existite. I like that one. That's
Gallia
good.
had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But
Oh,
the
Ryan, you missed it. We were playing Nintendo Switch memory card data management for the last hour. Now, this is Valkyria Chronicles 1.
Force of an avalanche.
Avalanche. They're here to save the planet.
Prologue. Gallia to arms.
Hard to find him. Oh, man. View this episode, sure. Yeah, that's just that whole thing right there. I'm like, all right, so this is not World War II, right?
35. Outside
Any reason why you booted up? This was donated by Dragoon. It's on sale, Ryan. If for $10 you get this and 4. You get Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 4 on the Switch. But we didn't really have a lot of time. It was kind of a weird stream today. If you go back and watch the VOD, if you go back, Ryan, go back and watch the VOD and watch it, what is, in my opinion, one of my greatest Tetris games ever. Hard to gettable and more in an inconvenient place. Oh, namely the main character's home. Yeah, what about 2 and 3? That's what they were saying. It was like PSP only, but I mean PSP only, but it doesn't mean they can't port them. It's not like we don't have PSP games that are ported onto other systems.
Guys? You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Look, the fish are the only things that aren't going to be in tanks. Yeah, I don't understand why they weren't ported. Like,
Freeze. Put your hands in the air. Slowly.
okay. Yeah, I like story-wise, I don't understand why they went from 1 to 4. I don't know what the stories are. So I don't know if 2 and 3 were kind of like side stories, so they're not really relevant. Like, it's kind of like Metal Gear.
My name's Wel.
The Metal Gear remasters and stuff. Why are they starting with 3? And the reason is because apparently 3 is a prequel, so 3 is before all of the other ones.
So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
Sega seems to be pretending 2 and 3 don't exist. Fans have been pestering since these ports, and Sega keeps citing a lack of good reason. 1 and 2 are follow-ups. 3 is a side story, and that takes place during 1. See, that's kind of probably why.
You know there's a war on, don't you?
3 is also the most popular one. That's kind of hysterical.
Mr. Artist, we'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
His hat says bruh. Metal Gear Solid 3 is the most popular, and it works well by itself. Is that why? Somebody told me that it was like a prequel, or it was the earliest in the timeline or something. Yeah, his hat said bruh. Isn't this essentially the pioneer for what Awakening would do to make FE stand out? I don't know. Like, how old is this game?
Flowers, bugs, and fish.
Did this come after
When are you?
Fire Emblem? Or after Awakening?
Very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe.
You could be a good artist and an assassin. We should kill him just to make sure.
Finding out for sure.
It was before. Oh, okay. This was on PS3.
Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old general's house? That's right. I'm
Her
General
hands are
Gunther's daughter, so
gigantic.
You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes.
They're hooking
I'm
up at the
aware of
end, aren't
that.
they?
My
Probably,
brother
yeah.
helped me move to the capital, but that may be difficult.
Yeah, being a prequel means you don't need to play the games that came out before. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I questioned why they were starting with 3 and not Solid or not like the NES game. And then people said it was a prequel, so I thought, okay, that makes perfect sense. But I didn't know why they skipped 2 and 3 here.
And thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks.
No, you're not.
Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Wilkes has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get
Because Sega. 3 is very good, fan sub, but also very dark story. It's a fan favorite, but I don't think it's sold well. I don't know, because Lilac said it was the most popular one. Uh-oh.
Everyone keep your heads down.
Over there.
Everyone, keep your heads down. Oh no, they're shooting at our legs.
Come on.
What? Oh my god. What are they shooting grenades?
Damn it.
My Cubbies beat the LA Monstars in the baseball game. So I'm in a good mood. Yeah, what the hell?
You can handle a gun, right?
They got the Helldivers grenade guns before everybody else did.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Did I mention a lot of people die in these games? I mean, you know, I feel like a lot of people die in all the games that we play. Hey, at 7 Rebirth, or 7 Remake, they dropped a whole plate on people. About saving the game. Open the menus by pressing the X button, then select Save to record your progress to the system memory. Saving is a good idea before, during, and after any combat op. Anything can happen out there. Like your memory card could just be annihilated. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just keep going like this. War is
Here's
hell.
the plan.
Yeah, that plate didn't kill nearly as many people as nearly as many as people think. I think Superman probably killed more people in Man of Steel than the plate did in Final Fantasy. Yo, oh, that's where they're from. We've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching, bruh. We'll deploy from here and take out 3. Okay. It's like 3 guys. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time. Nice and easy. Failure. Welkin dies. Alicia dies. 20 turns, Pat. If it takes me 20 turns, I deserve to lose.
Just stay calm and get it done.
16 is the main playthrough at the moment. A lot of people. I mean, yeah, and we're in Ronin. We're barely in that game. Player phase. Hey, Mom, it's just the phase.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp.
Now there's 32? Oh, okay. All right. I TOO, not
Listen,
TWO.
There's something I should explain.
How to do everything. There's something I should explain. What is it? How to play the game. About Listen. I know that people don't know, right? I know that game developers don't always know this. Please stop calling things CP. It just makes me feel better to not have to do that. Please don't do that. Could you please? When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's position is referred to as command mode. You'll select the unit you'd like to move based on your position and press A. Doing so uses command points displayed at the top of the screen to reflect your ability as commander. Represent the number of times you can give instructions to your units per each player phase. Find a new name for closed beta. Yeah, let's fix beta testing. You know. And while we're at it, let's make sure that when we attack the enemy's rear, we don't say back shots. Let's just making sure.
Ready to go.
Oh, wait, what am I doing here? Action points. Oh, so I'm picking the unit that I want to do something. Use command points. You'll be plunged into action move.
Here you can freely move the unit you select around a selected field. Oh, so is this why you said codename Steam earlier? Is it like this? It represents that unit's mobility. Once it reaches 0, the unit will be unable to move any further, keeping an eye on the units. But you use AP for attack also. Oh, I'm still in Tetris 99. We've been in Tetris 99 the whole time. That's hysterical. Hold on. Nope, not VLK. That's a gun. Valkyria Chronicles. 1 viewer. Oh, here we go. No promises about that last one. Yeah, codename Steam. I remember doing this. Use the left stick to move the unit near the sandbags. Oh, so you physically move them. Oh, that's interesting. The iconic video game character article from BAFTA? No. Oh, Marcos, you're not talking about the one that made a comment. Wasn't that IGN that made a comment about how Lara Croft was the first female character or something? Yeah. What? I thought that was IGN. No, wait. Lara Croft over Mario? Hold on. I don't think I saw that. Press R button to enter target mode. There, the unit will prepare to attack with their currently selected weapon. Use the left stick to move the crosshairs onto it. Move the crosshairs. And L and R button to snap between targets. Enemies will not attack while you are in target mode, so take your time to aim well before pressing A to fire. Interesting. Your shots will land somewhere within the circle. So weapon bloom. So it's best to center it to the entire target. Shots to the head or other weak points will result in greater damage. The unit can only attack from target mode up to once per action, so choose wisely before opening fire. If the target survives your attack, they may launch a counterattack. Damaged unit may not have HP to survive the enemy's counter, so be careful when planning your attack. Okay, so I want to enter target mode, and I want to do... I'll shoot center mass. Oh, you are ass. About ending actions. Troops can only attack once per action. Okay, so when they say action, they're saying action, and they're saying they meaning turn. Troops can only attack once per turn. Once a unit is done moving and attacking, end the turn to return to command mode. Okay. Press the start button to end the... Okay, all right. Start button can end a unit's action even if leftover AP. Pressing the B button also in your action turn, which in case confirmation prompt will appear. Use whichever method suits you. Okay. So now... So I can't do that anymore. So stop shooting at me! And I can't pick him again, right?
Here we go.
Oh, I can. I can just keep using the same guy. There you go. Yeah, turns are the overall battle. Characters doing stuff is actions. Is Tactics Ogre restricting? I've been playing in my free time, and man, that game feels very cheap sometimes. Like, I know tactical games involve strategy, but it feels the AI is set up to counter any strategy that doesn't involve dragons or blessing stone. I haven't played it yet. I'll let you know when I know. So where are the other enemies? Oh, that's what the lines are for. All right, so wait. So I want to go this way. Can I go here? Using cover. That's what I wanted to do. Do I have a sniper or something? When standing near sandbags, command crouch will appear. Press A button to take cover behind them. While hiding behind cover, units are harder to target, take less damage, and are immune to headshots and critical damage. Meanwhile, units caught out in the open by enemy attacks will be easier to hit and take significantly more damage. Advance carefully, moving from cover to cover. Always try to end your actions safely hidden from harm. Okay. All right. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the sandbags. I think I was supposed to. Can I cover here? I want to cover here. I guess you can't. I'm not gonna make it to the sandbags. So. All right. So I guess just start, right? Yeah. What's this article? So let me see this thing. Most iconic video game characters.
Lara Croft is number 1? What? Agent 47? What? Who the hell knows? I know who Agent 47 is. No way. Do you think Agent 47? What? Crouch. There we go. And then... Okay, I mean, he's wailing on me, right? Watch this. Headshot. Headshot. Watch this. Ready? Okay. I'm like fine-tuning it. There we go. Oh, look at that. He's so awesome. Agent 47 will be experiments number 1. Like, there's no way. There's no way somebody thought, yeah, that's fine. About ending the phase. When your points reach 0, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. One player. Okay. Cash experience. I'm probably going to lose because I ran him out into the open, and that's probably not what I should have done. Who the hell is Shadowheart? Wait, Shadowheart? Oh my god, I have to look on this list. This is insane. Ow, ow. Oh, I have a lot of health. Lara Croft, Mario, Agent 47, Sonic, Sackboy. Sackboy over Pac-Man. Are you insane? Pac-Man, Link, Master Chief, Kratos, Shadowheart. No way Shadowheart gets up there. Arthur Morgan. Why do I know Arthur Morgan? That's Arthur Morgan is... It's not... Oh, man. It's like a horror game, isn't it? Pikachu, Steve, Solid... Who the hell is Solid Snake? And Crash Bandicoot. Go back and look at the list. Who the hell is Solid Snake? Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. Use one. Okay. Yeah, pull a 3. Move 3. So people get tired. They'll start each consecutive action with fewer AP. Oh, so if I keep using the same guy, he's not going to have as many uses. So you're kind of missing it. When enemies or your units move, characters will shoot at them when they get close enough. It'll also counter fire if able. Okay. So, I mean, there's only one guy left, right? I feel like I should just shoot this guy.
Ready to go.
There you go. Yeah, Marcos, I did the same thing. I thought Ghosts and Goblins, but I thought that guy doesn't have a last name. He's just Arthur.
I don't see any more of them.
Yeah, because I did all the work. Yeah, they'll have less movement, but they'll still be able to attack fine. All right, so we did a battle. B rank? Eh, that's okay. Yeah. I think we got them all. I think I got them all. So we'll save that right there. Yeah, they asked for it. Yeah, Stone, I'm going to go ahead and assume a very specific 4,000 people. They asked that. You had 4 twins, Solid Snake, who got the Resuscigene, Liquid Snake, got Damaging, Solidus Snake, who got Perfect Clone, and then Solid Snake. Snake. Yeah, I don't know where they got those 4,000 people. I mean, and that's, you know, source is BAFTA. Yeah, that's so funny. There's no way. Like, how is Mario? I mean, let's be honest. If we're gonna do that list ourselves, Mario and Pac-Man are at the top. I don't think that as far as iconic, and I don't know, maybe it's the difference of iconic, because I feel like iconic I think of as recognizable, and Mario and Pac-Man, maybe even Pac-Man more at the top, are the most recognizable characters. I feel like anybody from anywhere knows who that is. At minimum, Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Pikachu. Yeah, I feel like absolutely. Mario, Sonic, Link.
Would you put Link there? I feel like we're gonna end up making our own list of this. Would you put Link there in top 5? Top 5 has to be Mario, Pac-Man. I think Pikachu. I think Pikachu's kind of up there. Pikachu's always kind of weird because it's an anime character, but it counts. And Mario now is a movie star, so you can't discredit him for that either. See, do you think Steve would be top 5? You guys were saying that like Minecraft is super popular, but I mean, I don't know if Steve specifically. I feel like Minecraft is an extremely recognizable game, but I don't know that Steve specific. Like, I feel like if people saw Steve, they would know he's from Minecraft, but they wouldn't automatically know that his name is Steve. That's the thing. If you see Mario, you know who Mario is. If you see Pac-Man or Link, I mean Link, obviously the Link Zelda joke thing, but Sonic, like I feel like you see them and you know who they are. If you see Steve, I feel like there's a lot of people who would say, yeah, I'm guessing that's a character from Minecraft. They would know Minecraft, but they wouldn't know the character themselves. And this is about iconic characters. Yeah, people call him Minecraft Steve. So they know Minecraft more. You know what I think, Marcos? I think that I feel like Steve would be he'd be Minecraft Steve the way people when people see Pokemon Pikachu and they go, "Oh, I know who that is. That's Pokemon." Right? I feel like it would be like that. Like they would see him and they would say, "Oh, that I know that guy. That's Minecraft." And they know the game, but they don't know that the character is actually named Steve. So I don't know that I would put him as specifically the iconic character. The game is iconic. Oh, I used to mess with people that say kids hate it. Pokemon is my favorite Pikachu. Minecraft Steve. Yeah, I know that guy. That's the guy that's busted in Smash. Yeah, parents think all Pokemon are named Pikachu. I mean, I grew up when parents all thought video games were Nintendos, which is insane to me that parents would say whatever you were playing, put that Nintendo down when Atari for a long time was bigger. Why was it not Atari? How is it that you had a video game culture for almost 15 years? You had 15 years prior to the NES. You had video game culture beginning, right? Magnavox Odyssey was 71. And obviously it wasn't as big, but you had all these years of Atari 2600 and it dominating the scene. Dominating so much that there was a market crash. And then the minute Nintendo hits the scene, all video games are Nintendos. Like, what? What happened there? Here's my favorite Digimon. I use them all the time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Let her rip. Fun fact, if you're grinding XP currency in Valkyria Chronicles, what you did is the ideal strategy. You rushed them to get a high clear score. I mean, I'm just going to rush them to win as fast. I mean, obviously when I know more, like tactics, for instance, I used to badger my own characters because I get more XP that way. Hey, Generator. I mean, we only tried a little bit of it. Today was kind of a weird stream, but we only tried a little bit of Valkyria Chronicles. It's interesting so far. I definitely need to play more. I need to feel. I like the combat system, but I need to feel what it's like when I have more freedom and the game is when it's not a tutorial. I need to feel what it's like when it's not a tutorial. But I kind of dig it so far. I like it visually. Visually, it's fantastic. Sea of Thieves on PS5 will include 4K 60 FPS or 1080p 120 FPS modes, along with full DualSense support for adaptive trigger and haptic feedback. There will be more than 250 trophies to collect. 60 frames per second? Damn. So wait. So the PS5 version of Sea of Thieves is going to run better than the Xbox version? The tax continues. It'll run better than the Series X. Whoops! Here comes the tax. Well, it's April. It's April. It's tax season. Man,
Okay. Someone at Microsoft, someone at Xbox has to, someone at Xbox has to see stuff like that and then go, guys, what are we doing? What can we step it up? On top of finding that Hellblade 2 is going to be the garbage 30 FPS game. PS5 running better than Xbox isn't all that surprising. The Series S parity requirement that, and please, we said that a while ago. We said that a while ago that, and it was hardly some sort of amazing revelation that we've had, but we said a while ago that the biggest problem with the generation really taking off and really getting the most out of the systems is that you're still, you are still kind of, you're hamstringing yourself by having to build for a less powerful system. I mean, PS5 games are starting to take off in quality now that you're not developing them for PS4. But the series, you started a console generation and you immediately hampered yourself by creating a weaker system that you admit you have to make all the games work. At some point, I really think at some point they're going to have games that are Xbox Series X only. They're going to have to. If you want to get the most out of the system, you're going to have to start developing games that are only for the X. And it's going to suck. It's really going to suck for the people that bought the S, but other than that, you're never going to get the most out of the hardware. Yeah, half the commitments that we never met for Halo Infinite are due to the Series S. Yeah, imagine having, in their words, the most powerful console ever made, and your competitor runs your games on their system better than you do on yours. Not even that. I think it's the parity with the Xbox One itself. The Series version is the Xbox One version anyway. Mr. L, yes. Well, see, okay, first of all, I'm not going to say poor people because, there's different levels of that. No, everybody should be able to get to play video games, but how far can you stretch that argument? $300 was what the Series S cost, and that's too much for a lot of people. Some people don't buy systems because they're $300, and $300 is too much. Should they be cheaper? What about the PS5? Do we shout down Sony and say, how dare you hate poor people because you made a $500 system and your digital version is $400? We didn't get on them for the price of their system. We don't. Sure, you can argue that people from different price points should have access to video games, but people from different price points do have access to video games. They have access to lots of video games. But there's no rule that says that every single person has to have access to every single thing. And I know that that's a hot take, and I know that that sounds mean. That probably sounds really, really inappropriate, and it probably sounds really insensitive. But the reality is there are going to be products out there that some people are going to say, I can't get it. So if you want to have the greatest thing ever, there are people out there that can't afford Ferraris. Do we only make smart cars because not everybody can afford a Ferrari? I know. Yeah, gaming is a luxury, not a right. And it sucks. It's a harsh thing to say. Especially for those of us who want to buy video games and do all of that stuff. But that is kind of the way it is. We're talking about feature. While we're talking about feature parity and upgrades and all that, where's my PS5 patch for Bloodborne? How, Blaze? I don't even need a patch, and I don't play Bloodborne, but it's not even a patch. How is there not just a PS5 version of that game? Bloodborne's popular. Scarlet Nexus. I started playing it. I started playing Scarlet Nexus. It's the combat's a little bit slower than I was expecting for Scarlet Nexus. There's something about it that I find a little bit slow. I still don't hate it, and it's not like dirt slow, or it's not Souls, right? It's not like a Souls game. I find it a little slow. I don't know. There's something about it. It feels heavy, as weird as that sounds. Like the game feels like when I swing, it's like a hefty swing, and well, not really. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel as super duper
speedy. Like Stellar Blade, I found was speedier. Oh, by the way, Stellar Blade. Every once in a while, I know I'm ass at video games, right? But every once in a while, I feel happy that I'm justified about certain things that I think about video games. I have seen dozens of people saying the timing window on the parry, on the parrying and the dodging in Stellar Blade is way too tight. I've seen, because we remember when we played it on stream, I was saying like the parry window and the dodge window especially, but the parry window especially seems extremely tight. And I've seen dozens of people saying the same thing. That yeah, it's you have to be on the money with that parry or it doesn't work. People did call out the PS5 price, especially after the new model replaced the OG one. Wait till the PS5 Pro comes out and we start to call the PS5 the budget system. Then again, they said they have no plans or ability to lower. Yeah, they're not going to lower the cost on that. Yeah, there are equipments and perks to make the parry better. Yeah, and we did have one of them. We got one of the things that increased the window, and it did help. It actually did noticeably help. Yeah, it's my fault. I need to get good. I used this to beat the. Yeah, I used those to beat the Stalker boss. Yeah, we did it. We beat the. I think we beat the optional boss, right? Didn't we do it on the last possible turn? We beat the optional boss there. I should have a video of me beating that Stalker boss. We did it on stream, I think. There's equipment to extend the window, but it still feels inconsistent. Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead. You can post it on Discord. I felt there was a bit of input lag. Did I feel like there was input lag? I don't think so. I didn't feel like I noticed any input lag. Okay, thanks. So 4 out of 10 game then. Not buying. Still a Stellar Blade. I mean. No, I was gonna make a crude joke there, and I'm not gonna do. Xbox Now, Sea of Thieves, PS5. What are we doing? Wait, Sony's paying us how much? Yeah, well, we're making money, is what we're doing. Hi, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Oh, my boy. Oh, yo. Come on. Oh, yo. Hold on, buddy. I'm gonna give you treats. Meow. I'm gonna see what I got for local arts and crafts fair. You can post it. Post it in Discord. Here. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Here, we haven't done this in a while. Come here. Here, get up. Hold on. I gotta give you a boost. Meow. Yeah, he's a very loud. You got it? Okay. Another one? No! You dropped it. Here, come here. Been a while since we've done that. Oh, here, hold on. Oh, there you go, buddy. Here, one more. There you go. And some for the floor. Here you go. There we go. I feel like Stellar Blade is going to do well, but does anyone else feel this kind of rising aggression to protect that game? No. I've seen the sentiment to protect the game. The problem is I think that they're correct. I think that they're good to protect the game because I think that the argument against the game is not based on anything related to the game. I think that the argument against Stellar Blade is the same thing. I haven't seen anybody present the argument for Stellar Blade that has anything other to do that has anything, other to do with the character. I haven't seen anybody really complaining about the gameplay mechanics. I haven't seen anybody arguing about microtransactions. Nobody who is complaining about Stellar Blade is saying anything other than the over-sexualization of the character. That's it. That's all they're complaining about. And in that regard, I side with everyone who says you're being ridiculous. Play the game. What's the game like? They make it sound... I'm going to say something very crude. This is kind of what I was going to make a joke about earlier. I'm going to say it anyway. They make it sound like you're gonna buy this game. They make it sound like horny 12-year-olds are gonna buy this game, and they make it sound or 40-year-old losers in their basement. Like they make it sound like those are the only two groups that are gonna buy this game, and they make it sound like they're gonna be playing the game with one hand while they're furiously pleasuring themselves with the other hand. Like they have they get this idea in their mind that, oh my God, she's too sexual. So that's all the game is. Did you play it? It's a good game. Did you play Bayonetta? Bayonetta's a good game. Did you play Nier Automata? It's a good game. How about Tomb Raider? Those are good games. Like, what is wrong? All right, the character is overly sexualized, or is not even overly sexual. I would just say very attractive. I mean, you could argue that depending on some of those outfits, right? Some of them were a little overly sexualized. But did you play the game? It's a good game. Dev's never seen a real woman. In fact, she's a 1-to-1 scan of a real. Yeah, I Lilac. Anybody who looks at her and says the devs have never seen a real woman has probably never seen an actual like Korean woman or a Japanese woman, because they are tall and slender and they look like that. Speaking of which, are you buying the game? Probably not, Mr. L. Probably not initially, just because I know that that game's probably going to go on sale. And I have a crap load of other stuff to play. But I'll be honest, for what I played of the game, and my only other concern about the game is probably going to be how long the game is, which that's always a concern for me. So that's not even related specifically to Stellar Blade. That's just video games. But yeah, I do want to play it at some point. I'm probably just not going to pay $70 for it. And that has nothing to do with what I perceive to be the quality of the game. It just has to do with the fact that I have a ton of other games to play, and I don't really have $70 to shell out for every game that I kind of want to play. My next game purchases are going to be Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Unicorn Overlord, and Baldur's Gate 3. Bayonetta's overly sexualized. This was made to appeal to the male fantasy. Bayonetta was designed by a woman who wanted her to look attractive. You know why? Honestly, that was the main thing they showed off in the trailer. Well, I mean, GG. To be fair, it's not hard to it's hard to not see that. You know what I mean? Like, she has it's a third person over the shoulder, behind the shoulder game, and your character has a nice butt. It's hard to not see that. Should have launched Stellar Blade. What's this? With the fish controller. Yeah, we played the demo. The demo was awesome. The Stellar Blade demo is incredible. Uh-oh, it's kicking off near my house. Oh, you okay? People are screaming at each other. Oh, get it on video. Hey, Elliot. The male fantasy, clearly I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. I just I feel like anything you say in this topic gets you in trouble. And I do kind of feel that way. You know, I'm thinking about I think about the fact that if I were to design a video game, if I designed a video game with a male character, he would have muscles, right? It wouldn't be no disrespect to the guy or anybody. It wouldn't be like Dave the Diver. If it was an action game where my character was going to be jumping and flipping around, my guy would have muscles. He'd be in shape. You know why? Because when you jump and you flip and you climb and you crawl, you're in shape. It just makes sense. I think it just makes sense to have your character. If your character does the things that they're doing in the game, it makes sense for them to look like that. It does. Yeah, or you have Mario. And Mario, see, when Mario's hopped up on shrooms. I mean, that's literally the point of the mushrooms, that they give him more power. Yeah, it's a rising aggression in both ways, because we have people acting as if booty means you're a degenerate, and others acting like they're the modern Anita Sarkeesian. To that crappy top characters. Oh, this is how characters. Seeming Arc is defending her looks as a groundbreaking representation of first for women in games, and I'm like, don't Nier do butts first? Well, no. Lara, well, no, because I would say Lara Croft in Tomb Raider 2 is when they kind of started to try and like her boobs were noticeably bigger in Tomb Raider 2 than they were in 1. I heard a few complaints, but they're drawn out by very aggressive defending, which is kind of my point. As you're doing, getting dragged into it, you're mad at how she looks, but also not saying you're overprotecting, but doing that default. But that's what I mean, Dragoon. I literally haven't seen anybody complain about the game, like the game itself. I have what? Let me ask you, what complaints have you seen people say about the game other than the parry window? That's my point. I'm not seeing anybody talking trash about the game based on anything gameplay related. Everything I'm seeing is about how the character looks. I'm not even seeing people saying that the game runs bad. I haven't even seen people saying that, oh, the frame rate is terrible or anything. All I'm seeing as far as complaining about the game is she's way too sexualized and that's not okay. It's like, I hard disagree. Complaints about Samus. Yeah, to be honest, the biggest Bayonetta fans I know are women because of the power she exudes. My gaming days are over. I just find it ironic that we're essentially going back to saying this is how women should look, which is hilarious given the fact that they're acting like they were smarter than that. Oh, like that's what they were saying. It's the male character that appeals to female fans. Yeah, he's tall, he's lean, he has great facial hair, and he loves the color green. Wait, it's Luigi. Talking about the Stellar Blade articles, they're selling her as a first for. Oh, the Stellar Blade articles, they're selling her as a first for women. Oh, okay, yeah, that's ridiculous. Come on now. Had an amazing conversation. The sweet little lady talking about X-Men and X-Men 97. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen X-Men 97 yet. I'm gonna wait until Tales of the Empire comes out, and then I'm gonna get Disney Plus again. The real kicker, the Kotaku writer making the most noise about Eve's design, is freely admitted to being a former sex worker. Wow. Lara's boobs were an accident. They were modeling her. They accidentally forgot to decimal, making the boobs go from 2.5 to 25. They scaled it back to more manageable, but also found it very funny to see the big pointy chest. Wasn't that the whole game? Wasn't that the whole joke about Power Girl? That nobody was paying attention to the comics, so they like incrementally increased the size of her boobs until someone noticed, and then it got popular, so they had to keep them that big. Wasn't that the? I always heard that as a story about that comic. I'll wait to get a positive opinion on Stellar Blade when the fan art comes out and people rip the character's models. Those complaining about how Bayo owns her sexuality, sexually repressed advocate for sex positivity. Next, you're going to tell me Santa Claus isn't real. But that's what I mean. Even less about the game itself, to be fair. It feels like people are preemptively defending aspects of Stellar Blade that, as you're pointing out, most people don't care about, as they don't affect the game, but it's already being pushed as just watch this affects the game's scores. I think I got lost in the middle of that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I've seen anybody. Like, what do you mean defending aspects of the game? I'm not particularly defending the aspects of the game. Is it defending the game to say that when I played it, I enjoyed it? Is it defending the game to say that the controls were relatively solid, minus the parry window? That the graphics were nice, that the combat mechanics were decent, that the flow of the battle was like, I feel like this is the other problem, Dragon. If I'm being totally honest with you, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, this is the other problem, is that when this starts to happen, it feels like everything is a problem. Right? I can't talk about how the game is good because now I'm ignoring the problems of the game. I can't talk about how the game is bad because the game's not bad, you just don't like looking at her ass or something. I feel like you can't have an opinion about any of this. And this is the problem. Breaking news. Wait, we got breaking news. What started this conversation? Elliot, do we ever know what starts these conversations? They judge the game for obvious reasons without actually playing it. Yeah. Give me all of this, Dragoon, whether it is overly defending or overly attacking, give me the opinions from people who are playing the game. That's what I want. I want opinions from people who have played the game. And you can't tell me that it's a $70 game and you're paywalling people to have an opinion on a game. It's a free demo. You're allowed to play it. Those are the opinions that matter. I wish there was a little marker for everybody that bitched about a video game. I wish there was a little marker that was on there, that was on every post, that said, I did not play this game. Because then I can say, all right, well, you're entitled to have an opinion. Everybody's entitled to have an opinion. But if your opinion is about the gameplay of the game and you tell me you haven't played the game, I don't particularly trust your opinion. Or it doesn't hold weight. Check stream time. Yeah, I'm here right now. Apple has announced that game emulators can come to the App Store globally and offer downloadable games. Games must comply with all acceptable laws. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Game emulators can come to the App Stores. Oh boy, I'll read that one. You're doing that, but they're taking that very fair point you're making. It's becoming a bit of an outrage culture war trap, where the controversy and complaints are about the actual article have inflated its reach way more than if the people just ignore it. And Mr. Allen, you're right. And the developers of games like Stellar Blade, they don't care because everybody's talking about their game. That's what they care about. What I mean more is that preemptive. If the game does bad, it's because they're being hateful of the character design. When I'm like, but it's not out yet. The game could be fine or trash. But the difference with that, Dragoon, is that we have a demo. You don't have to base that on absolutely nothing. You're right. The game could be great or the game could be trash, but you don't have to base that opinion on nothing. We have a demo where you can base the game on that. So, based on the demo, what do people think about the game? And I think that the game was good. I think it was a little surprisingly good. Laughs in Android. Yeah, Ronan, are you okay? What's happening? Ronan, are they arguing about Apple? Is that what they're arguing about in your neighborhood? Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, it's always something like that. Oh, Elliot, I'm sorry. I know that we're kind of just dancing around it. No, we're just kind of all over the place right now. We were talking about Stellar Blade, the controversy around the Stellar Blade demo. Half the time, Elliot, just go to Google and type in words that we say, and you'll probably find out. If you type in Stellar Blade controversy, I'm sure it'll come up with what everybody's complaining about. I feel like Stellar Blade is more protected than a lot of other games and stuff. See, and to that, and that'll be the last thing I say on it. To that, Dragoon, I would argue that that Stellar Blade isn't being defended more than any other game. It's just the one that's being defended right now. Because when another Nier game comes out with a sexy character, or another Dead or Alive game comes out with a bunch of sexy characters, it'll be the same exact situation. Everybody will have moved on from Stellar Blade, and people will all be defending the new game. Just like they were defending Hogwarts Legacy and saying you shouldn't boycott the game because a lot of people worked on the game and that's not fair to them. Just like any other sexy game that came out and people said that you shouldn't be mad at that game because you have the option to just not buy it, or it's still a good game. Just like people defended Dragon's Dogma for having microtransactions because other games have had it, which I did too. I defended that game too for that. It just feels like everybody's doing it a lot more for Stellar Blade because it's the most current thing. Give it 4 months, give it a few months after the game comes out, and people will have moved on to a new thing to hate, and people will have moved on to a new thing to defend. And in the end, and you know who's going to be left at the end? Same thing with Bayonetta, same thing with Nier Automata. You know who's going to be left when all of that is said and done? People who played the game and like the game. And that's what matters. Everything else is drama. Everything else is blue check marks trying to get clicks. All of that. IGN and Kotaku and all of them, and anybody with a blue check mark that says something, any discussing films that didn't even make this ridiculous most iconic video game characters list, but they posted it. And if you notice this discussing films popularity iconic games list, they didn't link you the article. They just gave you the names. They put the list. Why? Because if they gave you the article, there was a chance you weren't going to read it. And if you engage, you're going to engage with the website. But here, you're going to engage with the post itself, with the tweet, because they got the blue check mark, and they want their blue check mark to mean something. I've never hated blue check marks more than I do now. They also linked the article. Let me see. Where? Underneath? They linked BAFTA's. Here, hold on. I'll give you the tweet right here. Hold on. No, don't bookmark it. Copy link. Here it is. Paste. The only thing that's linked on that tweet is BAFTA's Twitter page. That's it. They did not link the article. That's why they do it. They put the names on there because they want you to engage. So all of this stuff, all of this bitching about Eve, her name's Eve, right? From Stellar Blade. All of this bitching about the way she looks and complaining about, oh, video games are this and it's sexualized and blah, 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 blah. All of it is to get clicks. Because at the end of the day, 3 months after the game comes out, they'll all have moved on to complain about something else. The hardcore defenders will go on to defending whatever that thing is. And the only people left will be people who said, I played the game and it kicks ass. Doesn't matter. They did it all the time. People got mad. There was a culture of people that got mad at Mario Odyssey because he wore a sombrero. How does that not tell people that there are groups of people out there that just want something to bitch about? They got mad at Mario Odyssey because he wore a sombrero. They freaked out because he had nipples. They just want something to complain about. And it's interesting. I won't lie. I mean, we obviously talk about it, so it's interesting enough to talk about. But probably pay attention to how much energy you're putting into that. Pay attention. You know, I say it before. We talk about this stuff, but I'm not. If you notice, like with all of this Stellar Blade stuff, with the Mario sombrero stuff, with any of these, if you notice, I'm not tweeting and retweeting tons of this stuff. I don't engage in this all the time. I talk about it here because it's interesting to have an actual discussion about, but I don't engage in it everywhere else. It's nonsense. It really is nonsense. We spent about 200 years as a species when women would show off their bitching about when women would show off their ankles. Oh man, that ankle. Oh God, we should go back to that. I love that. We should go back to men doing that. We should go back to guys like. Can guys have sexy ankles? We should do that. I could rock sexy ankles, right? Why do we just bypass ankles? Why do we just went right to feet? And what's it? The whole drama with Hi-Fi Rush, unlike Sea of Thieves, the only difference in the Xbox version is that the shadow is a little cleaner. Bring back dudes in dresses and corsets. Were there dudes in dresses and corsets? Was that a culture? I mean, I'm down. Dresses feel so comfortable. I know that's going to be like the weird clip it and ship it thing, but I don't know. I feel like if culturally I could get away with it, I think I'll wear like a sundress, right? It's so comfy. You can't tell me, you can't say that sounds insane. You can't tell me that, a guy wearing a dress is weird or it's not comfortable or something, and then put on a towel after a shower and tell me that doesn't feel good. Right? You get out of the shower, you dry yourself off, you wrap that towel around your waist and you walk around a little bit. Man, there's just something comfortable about it, right? You feel covered, but you're not. But you're like covered, but you're free. It feels so good. I can confirm we as men do not have sexy ankles. Maybe feet and legs, but ankles, no. Don't speak for me. A child culture covers wearing an article of clothing that represents my culture in a fun and charming way. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, what did somebody say? Marcos. Meanwhile, as a Mexican, I was cheering for that. Yeah, people like that stuff, man. They love representation. Whenever people do that, whenever they get mad, like cultural thing, like, oh, they're wearing look at that woman. Look at that woman wearing a Chinese dress, or look at that man wearing a sombrero, right? Look at that white guy wearing a sombrero. Whenever people say that, I think, well, what do you think about when other cultures wear cowboy clothes? What do you think about when you see an Asian person wearing a cowboy hat or they're embracing cowboy culture? You like it. I like it. I'm not a big cowboy culture person, but I think it's great. I think cowboy culture is uniquely is a unique United States culture, and it's always really cool when I see other cultures embrace it. I like it. I think that it's awesome. So why would I bitch about it the other way? I mean, I know some guys that wear really colorful dresses. One of my favorite jokes is the one where people say, "I don't support sexism. Why do you use your mother's family name?" All right. Hey, give me 1 second here. I wonder if I can get the Genki books on Amazon too. I'll probably just get it all at once. I don't know who in the right mind said, let's make a hat made of a tortilla chip. Well, that was in Despicable Me. They're stealing from that culture. No, but I'm offended. I'm offended for them. That's what it feels like. Yeah, exactly. Like they're offended for them is when they say that stuff. It drives me nuts. Oh my God. I don't really have anybody. I'll probably send you to 8-Bit Drummer. I don't know what that is. I'll send you an 8-Bit Drummer. Yep. High heels were originally designed. I've heard that before. The thing about high heels as butcher's shoes to avoid stepping in blood. That's like the funniest part. Only U.S. people get offended for other cultures. Yeah. Mario offending me with his tribal tattoo. I was offended by Bowser's mohawk. That was a what would I have to be offended by? Like what? I don't know. I don't know what I would be offended by. Like what culturally? I mean, I guess now I could probably be offended by the idea that if a guy has long hair, he's feminine. I don't know. Maybe like what outrage could I blow out of proportion? Ooh, Latinx. That's probably a good one. Latinx. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can blow that one out of proportion for a while. Okay. But that is going to do it for today. So thank you everybody for stopping and for hanging out. Very, very, very much appreciate it. I had a lot of fun today. Great Tetris game. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. So that Tetris game is going to be up there. That was a really good Tetris game. But thank you. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Yeah, the Grinch planner. Who can I offend? What's going to offend me today? Ooh, a whitewashing daisy. That's a good one. Tomorrow, we should be doing community day. We should be okay to have community day tomorrow. It'll probably be Smash Bros. We'll see what happens. It's probably going to be Smash Bros. Maybe Helldivers, but we'll see. We sorted out the crossplay problem, so we can play. We can play crossplay. But we'll see how many people are here for that. We'll probably just do Smash. That's always really fun. But yeah, that's going to be, assuming everything is okay, that's going to be normal time tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. So hopefully everybody will be here for that. For right now, I'm going to send you over to the 8-Bit Drummer. He is playing music. So you can head on over, stick around after the credits, and I will send you over there to hang out and represent us very well. I might play Ronan. I don't know how long you're going to be awake, but I might play later. So I'll let you know. But yeah, so stick around after the credits, and I will send you over there to hang out and represent us very well. But thank you once again, everybody, for stopping in and for hanging out. Wait, let me get this ready here, because I never have this ready to go. They still never fixed this raid channel thing. Like when you click to raid, you have to click it, and then the window reloads, and then you have to do it again. The 8, right? Bit. There you go. All right, but thank you everybody for stopping in, for hanging out. Don't forget to drink your mask, wear your water, social distance whenever possible. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you all tomorrow.